Mic covers. Yeah.
Good morning, beautiful people. It is Thursday, the 16th of March. Welcome to TDA, the day after your favorite news platform and home of popular culture as defined by the culture. And of course, you know how it goes. We are hosted by the best and brightest in the industry. Anybody care to introduce yourself today?
They call me man, the pro-black activist, TDA producer, news analyst, and of course the melanin is jam-packed.
All right, then. That's what we like to see. The melanin was overflowing yesterday when he was, you know what I'm saying? Killing me. Obviously, our girl Esther ain't in the building. That's why I'm the first voice you heard. I know you don't like it, but we get used to it. I don't like it either, but she'll be back. She's all right, you know? We cool. What going on, man? You all right?
I'm right, man. Can't complain. Can't complain. I was planning to watch that Everything All at Once thing yesterday.
And what happened?
Didn't get a chance, man. But I'm definitely going to watch it today for tomorrow, innit?
Okay.
Definitely.
You still skeptical about it? Or?
No, I feel like I'm going to enjoy it, you know? Yeah, but again, I'm trying to anticipate that point where the film kind of dips a bit.
Yeah.
Like I said, everything I saw was good, you know what I'm saying? But we'll see.
But you still didn't go back for a year. I heard that, man. I heard that.
What you saying? Though? You right?
Yeah. No, I'm good, man. Vitalized, feel fresh. I feel surprisingly, this morning was easier than a lot of mornings for some reason. I don't know why. I didn't particularly go bed any earlier or anything like that. I don't know. Haven't changed anything to my routine. No diet. I never eat before I come here.
Okay.
So I haven't. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is, but yeah, man. I feel
good.
I feel good. Ready for the world.
I was gonna say maybe it's because you changed up the diet.
Nah.
You're not trialing veganism.
I saw someone cooking some, was it like orange tofu something? And I saw the whole process and it made me think of you. I was like, this is proper foolishness. You know, like proper foolishness. What is tofu?
I think it's like processed soybeans.
Because I see them like, they're breaking it up like into chunks.
Yeah.
And it just looks like, I don't want to say like clay or something. I don't know, but it just looks like nothingness.
Yeah, 100%.
You get me? And then they're seasoning it up.
Yeah, you got
soya sauce and trying to just put all this goodness and love into this nonsense. You get what I'm trying to say? It's like they're really trying. Like you are going for it. But I don't know, because someone's saying this all that stuff's the seasoning, isn't it? Like, I've got a friend, she's an idiot. She tries to do like parsnip or turnip lamb chops or something like this. And I'm like, why are you saying stupid things for? But they're saying it's just the seasoning, isn't it? Like the way you dice it down, innit? So no one likes raw meat. Even if like you don't eat meat or whatever, then it's cool. But like people that do eat meat, if they just killed a chicken off the side of the street and bit into it, they wouldn't like it.
Exactly.
You get me? Furthermore, even if you cleaned it, cooked it with nothing on it and just boiled it in water, you wouldn't like it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Still got adds to it.
You need the spices and all of that kind of stuff. You get me? So they're saying you can add them spices to non-meat products and get the same taste.
I wouldn't say the same taste, but you get a good taste.
Yeah, see, I don't know.
Because I think some of the taste comes from like how I guess some of the flesh can absorb them spices, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. But you know, it's different, but it's still nice. As long as you like, for example, like don't approach the meal like this is like fake meat.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like don't think of meat, just see it as its own separate thing.
And I'm funny with like saucy foods. So I was with someone the other day and they went to some vegan spot and they give them like it's just bare vegan drip in it and just giving them stuff like when you look at this bowl now, they got this saucy. This is saucy. Like it's saucy nonsense, chickpeas, all this, and there's all this stuff. And I'm like, this looks like this just troubling in there. That's coming out the other way. Oh God, I said, no, this is too. Why is it so saucy in that? Like,
I don't know.
yeah, it's too much for me. It's too much for me. I don't think I can convert.
It depends, man. Like, you know what? There's a place called Unity Diner, I believe, in like Aldgate, Shoreditch area. Everything on that menu is vegan, I think if you go there, you might like it. Mildred's as well. Or Caribbean place, All Nations Vegan in Hackney.
And that means you can't even go, like if you went to a vegetarian restaurant, there'd probably be things you won't be able to eat.
Yeah.
That's wild.
But to be fair, a lot of vegetarian places would have certain things for vegans. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like maybe like half of their menu. You know what I'm
Let me
saying?
show you. I went to. Let me see if you know this place. Sorry, quickly. Googles. I went to a vegetarian shop. Is it in Notting Hill? Vegetarian restaurant. Sorry, people. I think it's Notting Hill. And let me see if this name comes up. Nope, it's not Notting Hill. It would have came up first. I need to. I want to tell you. I want to see if you can go there and tell me if it's any good. Because I went there and I thought it was cold.
Okay.
Like my brother sent me there. You get me? And they know he knows what I'm on. But I'm like, brother, this is vegetarian. He's like, exactly. But if I'm telling you to go there, like it's good. You'll find something.
Yep.
I can't remember what I got. Even when I'm saying this don't sound like me. Because would I get a beetroot burger? Would I do that foolishness? What did I get?
But you enjoyed it though. You probably did get a beetroot burger. It tastes good.
I can't lie though. I definitely enjoyed it. Like I messaged him after. I was like, you know what? Fair play. I can't remember what. I was going through the menu and it took a while for me to find something. I was like, you know what? I'll try this. Boom, boom, boom. I ate it. And I was like, you know what? That was calm. I couldn't live my life like that though.
You say that. Again, you remember that time I was talking about vegan cake? Yeah, I know it sounds a little bit mad, yeah. But Hummingbird, their vegan cake, it's the best. Best cake.
Yeah, see, going vegan, when it's messing up your cake experience, that's wild. I swear we said before there's cake saying, well, you can't even have none of that cake, you know? Like, if it's meat and that, I get it, but cake, you can't be spoiling my cake experience. That's wild. You're going to parties and all that, making a big scene. Is the cake, is it vegan cake? Looking at you like you're a fool. No, it's proper cake, brother. It's long. I don't want to mess up my cake experience.
Trust me, it's not. It won't mess it up. That day when I brought one in, you wasn't here, that's why. Everyone in here was like, they were convinced.
What's the substitute? So it's no milk and what is it? No milk, egg and butter or something. So what they use?
I'm not too sure. It's just special goodness.
Because something like that, I can see that's not like a fake meat. Like, I can see that.
Yeah,
I can see someone being able to make a vegan cake and it being nice. Surely,
Yeah, 100%.
There's substitutes you can use, whatever. That's not a big deal for me.
Okay.
It's all them tofu foolishness and you get me. Cauliflower wings and
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because
foolishness.
You know, it's because a lot of the time, yeah, people have got in their mind the real meat versions. You know what I'm saying? But if you take that out of your mind, if the menu doesn't say cauliflower wings and I don't know what else they say, yeah, you just accept it for what it is. Trust me.
No, it's like if it said seasoned cauliflower, or jerk cauliflower bites or something like that, then it's like, all right, cool. I can take that for what it is. When you say cauliflower wing, what part of the cauliflower is the wing? You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, no, I agree, man.
And it's always trying to find the meat substitutes. It's just like, leave it alone. Just leave. If you don't like meat so much, why you keep trying to replace it with these placebos and these funny things? Like, if you really don't care, what are you doing?
Yep, I agree, man.
Parsnip lamb chops. It's not lamb. Like, what are you talking about? I don't know.
I agree. But I guess it's for those people who like are trying to transition and feel like they don't want to miss out too much on the meat, even though they're missing out on the meat, but they're still kind of slowly getting into the full, like, you know, whole food, plant-based diet. But yeah, man.
I was going to try and be pescatarian. That messed me up. I can't have cooked breakfasts, really. You get me? I'm not like a big cereal man. If I'm going to eat breakfast, it would be a cooked breakfast. If I'm doing pescatarian and it's like the meal's got no...
salmon in there.
Yeah, but just no oomph to them. Like, I could do Caribbean thing, fried dumpling, plantain, ackee and saltfish. Breakfast, that would be cold. That would be leng. But then again, it's like, if you do that every morning, it's like...
Yeah, it's long.
Come on, man, I need some variation. You get me?
You don't eat breakfast, no.
Okay. What are you trying to say?
I'm just listening to you. I'm paying attention.
Yeah, but I'm saying I still need
It's not a
variation.
dilemma, is it?
No, it is, because if I'm only eating fish, I need to get my meals in. I'm gonna need to start eating breakfast. Like the meals are scarce, innit? I'm gonna have to start like patterning up. I can't just eat what I want willy nilly.
If you start eating fish,
If I'm only eating fish, I'm saying if I go pescatarian, I only eat fish throughout the day. Yeah, the meals are my options are lesser, innit? So I need to make sure I'm eating properly, so I'm
Why are they
not
lesser?
starving. Because I can only eat fish.
Sorry, in your any given day or week, how many different types of meats do you eat?
In a week.
Yeah.
chicken, beef, lamb, all of them. Every week I eat all of them.
Why?
Because I like meat. What are you talking about?
Don't you think that's a lot?
Wait, what?
That's a lot.
What do you mean? Every single week, without fail, I would consume every one of the meats. Every week. Lamb, beef, pork, chicken. Every week. At some point throughout the week. I would, yeah, definitely.
That's so interesting. Can you tell me how?
Huh?
Not that it can't be done. I'm now intrigued, right? I've never seen you eating any food unless it's junk food. I've never seen you eating any food unless it's junk. So is that what you're
Because
talking
you
about?
see me eating out.
No, that's what I'm saying. So I would like to now know. I want a bird's eye view into your life now, a week. And because you've said this, you can commit to the lie now. Go on.
It's not a lie, because
Okay.
chicken is a
Run through the week.
run through the week. Well, chicken is a staple of my diet, yeah.
Give me the meal that you cook.
What, every week, every day?
Listen carefully. You do this routinely, right? It's a disciplined act of yours.
No.
So she just fly off your tongue.
What do you mean a discipline? I
So
consume
every
food.
week you consume so many different meats, right?
If I ate chicken today, yeah. If I ate chicken today in the evening, yeah. Tomorrow I'm gonna want to get something
Monday,
different.
what do you do?
What did I have on Monday? What's the day today? Thursday. What did I have on Monday? Shit. What did I eat on Monday?
Just make anything up.
I know. I want to be honest.
Yeah.
What did I eat on Monday? I can't remember. But I would eat because I could have if I eat like chicken in lunchtime. I'd have beef in the evenings. I would have two different meats in one day. So why wouldn't I be able to do that in a week?
I
don't
just
understand.
wanted to know when you buy your meat,
Yeah.
because I'm guessing you're going to the butcher's every single week.
I go to the
To
butcher's
stock
every.
up on your variety.
Yes, and
selection.
I'll buy chicken breasts because I know I can cook them easy. I'll buy minced beef because I know I can
How do you
make.
cook the chicken breast? What do you eat it with?
What would I eat chicken breast with?
Yeah.
I can grill a chicken breast and just make it in like a pitter or something, or do like a wrap,
Yeah.
or I can cook it up and put it
All
in
right,
like some pasta,
next one.
and then I'll get mince for bolognese.
Yeah. And you normally have that every week.
Yeah,
It's a
I
nice
could-
easy meal.
Yeah, it's a quick one, so I
Yeah,
could do that like
go on.
once a week, and then I'll have like some salmon, so I've got some fish there or something.
You sprinkle in the meat of the sea.
Yeah,
right,
meat of
cool.
the sea. I put salmon in there to thing it, and then I have like beef, like some diced beef that I slow cook. I do that quite often a lot. That's easy.
Yeah,
I could just do that first thing in the morning and leave it
Yeah. You do it first thing in the morning and leave it.
all day. It's put it in a slow cooker.
And then you
Eat in the
leave
evening.
your house with your cooker on.
It's a slow cooker.
Oh, the
It's a slow
electrics.
cooker.
Oh,
yeah,
that thing.
You leave your
yeah.
house with the electrics on.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Put it in a slow cooker. I could do that, and then if I just fry outside fast food, sprinkle in it. But I don't understand why this is confusing that I could eat every meat every
No,
single week.
I told you I was intrigued.
So what do you think? I just eat chicken every day?
No, I didn't say that. When you just said you ran through the entire gamut of meat during the week,
Yeah.
I was now intrigued. I wanted to know more.
Okay. Don't you? So what do you eat?
I just eat chicken.
Honestly,
Yeah.
what every day?
More or less, yeah.
So what is that beef and lamb like a special occasion or something?
When it is there's house gatherings and whatnot, and I'm cooking more, 100%.
So don't you? How do you enjoy food?
I don't live to eat. I eat to live.
Like Elijah Muhammad.
If you say so.
So you don't even look forward to meal times and that. It's just
I look forward to getting sustenance in my body.
replenishing.
Yeah.
What?
It tastes extra nice when I'm extra hungry.
So you never look forward to a meal. Plan out evening. This meal's gonna be nice. This evening I'm gonna eat that, or tomorrow I'm gonna make this. And it's very rare and have a nice meal.
When there's family over, when it is I'm tasked to actually cook, then 100% I do, because it's a variation or divergence from what I normally do.
Okay, I will look to diversify and my portfolio every single thing. I'll be conscious of it. If I ate chicken yesterday, today I'm going to try and find some lamb. After that, I'll go and try and find some some fish, then some beef, and then probably chicken again. Chicken gets rinsed. You know what I'm trying to say?
I mean, my days aren't really mine. Do you understand? So
I hear that.
The little amount of time I could do just to make sure and prepare food so I can get back to my desk, then I'm not looking for anything complex. Hence the ninja I got.
Yeah, yeah. See, but even with the ninja, surely that would inspire you. That thing's cold. You should want to find bare things to throw in
What
there.
did you just tell me you did on the ninja?
What, the air fryer?
Yes,
I put everything in my air fryer.
even the slow cook stuff
No, the slow cooker's not air fryer.
and the spaghetti bolognese.
No.
Make your mind up.
What are you talking about? But I do bare things in my air fryer. I put prawns in my air fryer. I do chicken bits in my air fryer. I do wings in my air fryer. I bought eggs in my air fryer.
Eggs?
Yeah, talk to us about
salmon bites. What?
eggs?
8 minutes, like 150. Take them out. They're nice soldiers.
8 minutes, 150. But so you crack it?
No, you just leave it in there. Oh, you could do it.
You just kind of like boil it.
You just put the egg in the air fryer. You know, but I don't know. Just put the egg in the air fryer.
And it just comes out boiled.
Yeah.
Okay.
It just does it. I don't know.
That's nice.
See, use TikTok. I see them do it. I'll try it.
So you got it from.
It works. I see on the internet. I see them doing it. I was like,
All right, so you joined TikTok officially?
I'm on official. My thing says official marks.
Yeah,
Like Esther told me
the
to
thing
put.
that you said you didn't want to do.
Yeah.
All right. Have you followed us?
No. Okay. One sec.
Mm-hmm.
Let me check.
The thing is, he followed all his other brethren.
No, I didn't. I just people that interacted with me. Loons followed me. I followed him back. I was on the phone to Keith yesterday. He followed me. I followed him back. Taser posted something yesterday. Tagged me. I followed him back. Beanos was on the phone to me. Said he's got it.
Sounds like your brethren.
Well, it's happening in real time. You ain't come had a conversation with me talking about, yo, I'm on TikTok.
Don't worry, I'm gonna be on TikTok. I should have taken down that post.
So now you're just gonna at me when I'm getting flames.
100%.
This is what you're gonna do.
100%. I hope the midwives get you.
Oh, the midwives onto me. They've been looking for me. You know what? I don't mind, man. I don't mind. It's all fun and games. It's all in the name of a laugh. There you go. Follow.
Thank you very much.
Boom. Don't tag me in nothing too contentious. You get me? Anything that's gonna get the people riled up.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, with that being said, let's get into our headlines.
All right, so our first headline, I'm pretty sure everyone's kind of anticipating this, is about Jeremy Hunt's budget. So the Chancellor told the BBC he wanted to fill 1 million vacancies across the UK so firms can grow faster. Labour says the pensions move will only help the richest 1%, and Mr Hunt was dressing up stagnation as stability. In his budget speech, Mr Hunt claimed the UK economy will avoid a recession, with inflation predicted more than half by the end of next year. But he said a shortage of workers is holding back growth, and he wants more over 50s, people with disabilities and parents of young children to get back to work. As well as scrapping the £1 million cap on the amount of people can save for their pensions before it's taxed extra, he increased the annual tax-free allowance on pensions from £40,000 to £60,000. Asked why after 13 years of a Conservative government, a whole generation is not doing as well as their parents had, Mr Hunt said his growth plan meant better jobs and better opportunities. Living standards are still expected to fall by the largest amount since records began, according to the OBR, but the decline will not be as bad as it had forecasted in November. The economy is predicted to return to growth, but house prices are projected to fall by 10% by 2025. The OBR also highlighted Rishi Sunak's April 2021 decision when he was Chancellor to freeze tax thresholds, which it said amounted to the equivalent of a 4p increase in the basic rate of income tax. From 2026, the government will use another test currently used to assess eligibility for PIP, the Personal Independence Payments, the main disability benefit, to decide if someone is eligible for additional payments. Obviously, guys, I'm going to get into the budget a bit more in the People's Journal. The next headline is about Florida's Ron DeSantis, who was invited to visit Ukraine. So Mr. DeSantis is widely expected to run for president in 2024, and he made remarks in response to questions sent to possible Republican contenders. The former congressman said continued US support of Ukraine was not among the country's vital national interests. The comment signaled he would probably scale back aid if he became president. The 44-year-old has not officially announced his intention to challenge Mr. Trump for the Republican nomination, but has been taking all the necessary steps suggesting he will do so. While studying law at Harvard University, Mr. DeSantis was commissioned as an officer in the US Navy and was assigned to its legal arm, the Judge Advocate General's, which is the JAG Corps. His service as a JAG officer included working with detainees held in Guantanamo Bay, as well as an assignment as a legal advisor for elite US Navy SEALs deployed to Iraq. Many Republicans, including the party's senior leadership in the Senate, have long said defending Ukraine is in the best interest of the US. The US is the largest contributor to Ukraine in terms of money spent. It pays for drones, tanks, missiles, and other ammunition systems, as well as training, logistics, and intelligence support. And the next headline, this was a big story. And the Swiss central bank, they're struggling at the moment, man. So investors are concerned about the state of the troubled firm and have already been spooked by US bank failures. The SNB, the Swiss National Bank, and the Swiss Financial Market Supervisory Authority sought to calm fears. In a joint statement, they came out and they said there was no indications of a direct risk of contagion for Swiss institutions due to the current turmoil in the US banking market. Earlier, fear of weakness at such a big international player had put pressure on banking shares around the world, with the Stocks Europe banking share index tumbling 7%. In the UK, the FTSE 100 fell 3.8% or 293 points, which is the biggest one-day drop since the early days of the pandemic in 2020. Germany's DAX dropped more than 3%, and France's CAC 40 index closed down roughly 3.5%. In Spain, the IBEX 35 ended more than 4% lower, so everything's pretty much dropping, man. In the US, shares in both small and large banks were hit, helping to push the Dow down almost 0.9%, while the S&P 500 fell 0.7%. The Nasdaq closed roughly flat for the day. The falls mean many banks could be sitting on significant potential losses. However, the change in value would not typically be a problem unless other pressures, like significant outflows of customer funds, force the firms to sell the holdings. But I think there's a bit of an update on this. They're pretty much struggling, and the bank that kind of tries to help them, I think it's a Saudi bank, they refused to put more in. So now they're appealing to the actual Swiss government to get more help. But like we spoke about, what's the what are they called? SVB, Silicon Valley Bank, I believe. See how they collapsed the other day?
Yeah.
And that was about, I think in assets, I think they had less than about something like 50 billion or something like that, right? This bank here, they've got over $1 trillion in assets.
Yeah,
So
this is a big boy bank.
Exactly.
So how come, what's causing, how come they're going?
I need to look into it a bit more, but yeah, it's just not looking good, man. It's not looking good for them at all. But yeah, I'll definitely look into it tomorrow and give more of an update tomorrow.
All right then. Well, with that being said, we can get into our first segment. What are you saying? Topic.
All right, so today's topic of the day, yeah, it's gonna be a lighthearted one, for obvious reasons. I'm gonna try hard today, yeah. And I don't want this to seem like it's just a topic, obviously, just because there's men in the building today, yeah. Because I feel like women can relate to it too, right? Because it's more so I feel like about development and this, that, and the third, right? Cool, yeah.
Will I be in the way? Should I move?
No, you're good.
You sure? What about you?
Yeah, you're good.
Raw. I'm just waiting for the sliders to come out and all that. Sorry, apologies, people. Apologies.
I've had sliders on all week.
Yeah, Jenna's right in time, yeah, for topic of the day.
Okay.
So basically, yeah, it's gonna be a lighthearted one.
Okay.
And the main question is, yeah, do you think foreign-based players should be picked for England?
When you say foreign based,
So let's just say, see how like Bellingham plays in,
In Germany.
Mm-hmm. So
you're saying because he don't play in England?
yeah, you're gonna get to the reasons why.
Okay.
Well, on the surface, what do you think?
Yeah, but if you're tearing up out there, then why should you be denied? No.
I don't know if there's something to say because there's certain teams when you go to World Cup and they're like all their players playing their domestic league and all that kind of thing.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's
and you've never heard of them.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. I don't know if that's I don't know if that's like national pride or whatever. Because I don't know what that means. Is that like a feather in your cap? Is that like a something to be?
It might be, but I think like in them other countries though, I'm assuming you're talking like South America and places, right? Or no?
Just in general, you just mean in general.
In general, what country would it have been in this World Cup? One of them European-y ones, one of them low-league ones. I can't remember what country it was.
And they had that couple dope players.
I wouldn't know if they had dope players, but I swear they said every single one of their players play in their national league.
I'm trying to think of the team.
I just can't remember what team it was. I don't know if it's South American. I couldn't think. It wouldn't be. South Americans got them players get around, so it wouldn't be Uruguay or Brazil or Argentina. It wouldn't be any of them. I would say it was one of them. Oh no! Just anyone give me some help in the chat?
Like Croatia, one of them. Eastern, like Croatia or something.
Well, yeah, one of them Eastern Bloc countries or something like that.
Okay.
But like I said, I don't know if that means like is it a badge of honor to say, oh, all our players that we went to the World Cup playing.
I feel like they feel like it is. If that makes sense, they kind of. Does that make sense to you? Like over here, we don't care. Like we've seen players come from everywhere, and like we'll take all the talent, whatever. But over in certain of them countries, it is kind of like a honor kind of thing. Like our players play here, and we're still able to promote them to the national team and X, Y, Z. Where you man.
No, I think they should be able to pick them. If you're tearing up a top league, this Bellingham the perfect example. Yeah. Bellingham should play.
Where like before he moved over there, where was he playing?
Birmingham.
Birmingham. Straight, that's a big move, you know.
It's a Birmingham, yeah.
That's a big jump.
Okay. Well, the reason for this, basically stems from like rugby, I feel like the principles can still be applied in football and other sports as well. But basically, the intention for the rule, which they introduced in 2011, is to protect the quality of the English league.
Okay.
Right, to ensure the best English players are playing in it.
Oh, because if they want to play for their country, they know they can't go abroad.
Exactly. Do you feel like that kind of hinders the development of English players?
Just about to say that. I reckon that's more of a hindrance because obviously, you know, like there was a point over here when they were saying that, the English players never go abroad. And it was only like back in the day, it was like a Gary Lineker, XYZ that really went away. Then only recently a lot of man.
Ince done it, Hoddle done it.
Yeah, but that's not a lot of man compared to
not Merson.
the amount of man that are doing it now. So, yeah.
You say that, but they bearing it. I think what's changed now is that the kids are doing it. The man them are doing it young. Say that the Reece Nelson went and done it. Sancho, the man a guy in Germany. I think
they're doing it from young though. That's what I'm saying.
That Mukiele or whatever his name is, Chelsea just brought back. They're doing it from young, going out there and making their way. I think that's what's changed. But people have always been the Englishman.
Nah, but
not like
more
in
senior
high
man.
numbers.
There's more senior man though.
That's what I'm saying. So I think it's changed with that. The youths are looking at it as a way forward. But I think people have always been playing rugby. I don't think rugby. Maybe it could thing the quality of the league. Maybe because the English players are some of the better ones, so to making them not go anywhere could help. But I think with football it's a bit different because it's not the integrity of the league is the quality of the league is from all the talent that's in the league.
in it.
It's not about the Englishman. So obviously the Englishman going would be a problem anyway. But it's not the Englishman is not usually our best man. We only have a couple at a time. Like now it's like Harry Kane and maybe one of the young boys. We think before that you go Rooney, you can go Gerrard. Like there's a few. Like it's not like that. The best players in the league are always foreigners.
Yeah. But isn't that a problem though?
No, because that's why we've got the dope league.
The league. They make. If you look at the last 10 years, it's all been foreigners.
Yeah, that's why we've got the dope league. And for the most part, our English players play amongst them. This Bellingham thing coming in, thing is kind of new. I can't think of going to a tournament and there's a man that doesn't play in England there. Really?
Maybe once upon a time it was Hargreaves. That's about it.
Yeah,
really.
Owen.
Yeah, but that can't, look how far back you have to go.
And he got the move same time when he broke through the team. So I'm not even sure then. But he would have been playing at Bayern.
Yeah, he was playing at Bayern. Remember, he I think I can't remember he even born in Canada or somewhere, and he like his parents. So
who else would have done it?
Are you Liverpool or Man United?
Man United. That's a ridiculous question.
No, somebody asked in a thing. They said he looked like a West Ham supporter.
He looks like Cass.
West Ham.
He looks like Cass.
Hey, no, I'm a United supporter. How dare you? Don't ever disrespect me like that again.
Why are you wearing the claret burgundy, man? It's the claret and blue.
No, but what does that mean? Because I'm wearing claret, I gotta be a West Ham. That's crazy. What? So what? If I'm wearing black, who does I support then?
Wakanda.
Like that. Hey, Wakanda forever. No, I'm trying to think. How far back do you have to go for another man other than Owen Hargreaves?
And someone said Trippier, and I mean like a top man. Like Trippier's
cool, still right though, man.
Yeah, no, but I mean like a top man though. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, see, look, that's it, man. Really.
But if you got like good English players, developed here, staying here, do you feel like, especially if like these clubs are winning, depending on these English players, wouldn't there be more funds to kind of develop the academies in that?
You'd think that, but here's a problem that was happening for a long time. The Englishman would be in the clubs for time to get released at 16, and they're getting released because there was a point where you can wait for this guy to develop, and he might cost you points a season, or you can go buy a European man that's already established, more or less the same age, has got caps.
True.
So then it was like, and the manager, remember, managers is points. I need games to be won and all that. If the youth man's not doing it for me, he's just gonna go out and get someone else that is, and that was happening for time. So you develop the man here, and then what? These youth man don't play anyway. How much man have been released from Arsenal as a youth man, and then like, they go off to other places to play? some breakthrough.
No, the majority of them don't even play football again.
Just what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like,
true.
and I know for a fact in Arsenal's academy, they only really rate 2 or 3 man a season. Like, the other man are just there to help these man get through. And a lot of the players don't even realise that. That's how mad it is, bro. So, you know, shout out to my godson, though, doing his thing over there. So, yeah, it's rough, man. It's hard, man.
So then what would you kind of suggest, to develop the England team?
You're going to say better coaches, man. It's gonna come down to better coaches, really and truly.
So you think like every, for example, World Cup, the English, like the players are good enough to potentially win that World Cup?
100%. If you look at, okay, let's just dissect for a quick second, yeah. You go back to the World Cup and you say England done well, they got to a World Cup final, etc. But how soon or how late do you want to start making changes in the game to affect the game? That makes sense. That comes down to coach. That's you. You are now the national coach. You are in the final of, the World Cup. You can't be making changes like, 80 something, etc. Even if you go back to the other European, the other European game where you're making changes late, you can't. That's you. You are the coach. You got players on the bench that can affect the game, and you do what? Come on, man. Sometimes it comes down to formation. Sometimes it comes down to tinkering in the game. You have to. Okay, for me, it's coaching, man.
So the main thing for you, coaching, yeah.
I mean, what? There's good. Look at the players we have now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna say they're better than the whole. What do they call it? The golden generation. I don't want to say they're better than that, but they're ballers. They can play.
Sure.
Like, there's more than 11 man that you can say, okay, you know what? I could swap out for this, for that, blah, 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 blah. I never really actually thought I'd see England even win a World Cup in my time. But they've got to a World Cup final. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, man. I don't know if the players can do anything more than... Because once upon a time, they weren't this technical. Remember, we used to rant and rave about Joe Cole. If you compare Joe Cole to the players that are now, the Sean Wright Phillips back then and all that, like, come on, bro. Come on, you have to be realistically. Like I feel like the caliber of players are better now, technically. So the coaching has helped, but then at the same time, there's individual coaching and there's coaching within the game.
So what's helped bring about a better England squad over the years?
Okay, for example, you look at Phil Foden. Look at the manager he's under. He's under Pep.
Okay.
Pep's a world-class coach. The only thing
That's not fair. The England man was playing on...
No, I'm just using an example.
Arsene Wenger. The man was playing the team that was playing under Arsene Wenger.
Yes, I hear that, but I'm just using it as an example.
Sir Alex.
I'm just using an example now, though. I'm looking at now.
That can't be the reason, though, for now.
No, I'm not saying that's the reason, but I'm saying that coaches like Pep have helped. But obviously, Pep's not been here the whole time, so I hear. But just again, foreigners in this league, I feel like have helped some of the Englishmen. Like, if more Englishmen went away and played in other European leagues and all that, then...
No, man, I think it's just times have just changed. It's just a new generation. And it's just that influx of youth coming up. And it's just literal like a sea change in the generation. So the players that we was watching before, these players ain't like that. Their mentality is different. Them other man were weird in a sense of... And they couldn't handle the pressure. They never performed like how they were supposed to. These men are stars week in, week out in the Prem, and we know how dope they are, and they put that shirt on, and they never look like what they looked like, ever once. This new generation, a lot of these kids go and be who they are. Foden, Grealish, Saka. The way Saka moves for Arsenal week in, week out, put on that England shirt, it's the same you. You're not looking thinking, who is this? What's going on?
So you don't think that's down to culture?
What you say, man management or something? I don't know, but I'm saying this whole new generation that's come in, there's a new mentality with them. Even the way that they are with each other, with the friendship groups, that there's less cliques in it.
Yeah, there's hardly any cliques now.
And I don't know whether it could be coaching. I don't know whether Gareth Southgate's installed that in them or whatever. It could be that. I don't know, but just from the outside looking in, it's just like a new generation of players. So with this new influx, their mentalities are different. Their attitude towards things.
There's more of a togetherness.
Yeah, their attitude, they're just different, bro. They're just different. You get what I'm trying to say? And more time, they beat who they are. You get what I'm trying to say? A lot of the time, the other players, for me personally as well, left a lot to be desired. I'm looking at these man, Gerrard, Vera, like, I'm looking at these man, I'm thinking, you man are dope. Like, what the fuck's going on? You get me? I don't have that problem.
Egos, man.
I don't have that problem with this lot. Like, there's certain things that their shortfalls are their shortfalls of you. Like,
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. The shortfalls are not down to the players. Is like, again, the manager. I don't want to blame Gareth Southgate, but I'm saying like, come on, man, you have to make. You have all. Look at all the players he has. How can you take Tony for a friendly and not play him? What's the point of him being there? Come on, man. Like after at one point after Harry Kane, it was Ivan Toney. Like I said to him ages ago, I'll take Ivan Toney for United in a heartbeat as a real out and out striker. But again, you can't have man on the bench like that and you're just not going to play him. Gareth Southgate has got a cesspool of good players. They're not all going to play. And then there was that whole argument back in the day of players that are playing well but not getting picked for England.
Okay, coaching, yeah. Would you care if the English coach was not English?
I wouldn't care. The main thing is to win. That's why the man have talked a couple of times about Jose Mourinho coming in or Poch coming in, because it's down. Some of it's down to management, some of it's down to tactics, whatever. But I personally wouldn't care. Some of these die-hard Englishman with the flipping flags up, such as, nah, we need him to be English. We need him to be. No, you don't. You need him to win. That's what I'm saying. How much Englishman have you had that ain't won nothing? Okay, well done. Southgate got to the final and all that, but man needed to get over the line, big man. You don't get medals for being second place or something. You don't get praised for mediocre. Let's be honest.
But do you feel like it imagine this, yeah. Say the starting 11, yeah. All kind of were developed in academies in other countries outside England. The coach also was, I don't know, Spanish or something. And they won. They won the World Cup. How you lot feel about that?
So ain't France more or less done the same thing? You look at all the French, man, they're saying that's an African team, big man.
No, they're all Algerians, a lot of them half. But they was all developed in France, though.
I know, but when they won the World Cup here, a lot of them originated from other countries.
So you're saying you want a left winger that's the man
Brother,
can get him
I'm saying,
from
no,
Italian.
no,
So you want an Italian left winger playing for the England
Hold on. No, I don't care about that. But what I'm saying
What do you
is,
mean you don't care about
I've seen where like countries will bring another man to their country and give him a passport at some point in time.
Yeah.
Now he's playing for the country.
It's not that they got to do their due diligence, bro. Like they got to stay there the amount of time. That's just
Yeah,
not the
100%.
player. Normal humans can go to another country and stay there on the time and get the thing. Like that's what you do, innit? If you're gonna live there with residency, you can get.
I'm just saying,
It's all
a lot
part
of
the game.
countries will be doing
Do
it
you
way
want
before.
a left winger, an Italian left winger, to come in and play on the left wing because he's good?
If that Italian left winger helps man lift the World Cup, then who am I to say no?
See, then you're just starving.
I said I'm starving because I want the national team to do well. I don't understand.
It's small country mentality. By rights, the rules.
This is well,
The rules are the rules.
It's not really a country, innit? It's an island, really.
Especially
truly,
when
bro.
you speak to the fact that we've tried it with Capello and Sven-Goran Eriksson.
Yeah, but
and it
them
didn't
man,
work.
well, no, but them man, no,
It's
them man
long.
were bro.
Capello's one of the top managers in the world, man. Allow it, man.
That's true.
Yeah,
Look,
but
at the end of
but
the
you have
day,
to you have to be able to talk to your
national
players.
team. The national team, yeah, is the national team. Yeah, if you're so flippant about. I'm not saying like I'm being the whole patriotic thing, but if you're so flippant about it, it don't matter whether the guy is Italian, Ukrainian, whatever, then you should have the attitude for the players as well. Why can't we draft in the left winger that we want? Why are you moaning about man coming to the country and getting a passport to thing for?
No, who's you?
Why is that issue?
There, man, turn this into Brexit.
I'm just saying, why is that issue if the manager could be Italian? Why do you care?
I'm confused. What's your argument?
You called them out for it. You said some countries are calling man in and then giving them a passport so they can play there.
Yeah, from young though.
It doesn't matter though. It's the same shit though. If it's so, like I'm saying, like the manager, all the managers should be the same nationality as the country, like the players for the thing, because these are guys of every
Are
country.
you saying that's what they should be?
Yeah, all of them.
Why?
Because it's a small mentality. It's like them Japanese man want to go and get Brazilian man to come and help them thing, or them small idiot countries that need man to go and help them because they can't do nothing because they're idiots. It's a small Spanish man. There's dope Spanish coaches. There's bare of them. They're going to do it. When you're a top boy, German man, better German coaches. When you're a top boy, you can do your things. So if you're saying the coaches in England ain't good enough, that's basically what you're saying. They're meaty.
I'm saying the coaches could be better.
But boy, I'm just saying every country should have their own gaffer. Facts.
Okay, so you take out Southgate now. Who do you replace him with?
Who would I replace him with?
Yeah. Eddie Howe.
If I could get him at the Newcastle job.
He's not going out there now. It's too early for him.
Yeah, I don't know who's available. If I could get him
okay, next, no, Eddie Howe's out.
It's hypothetical, so it doesn't matter if he's not
No,
available.
we're talking about now.
Does it matter who's someone who's available?
I'm giving you the option right now. Eddie Howe's not available. So next, who do you go?
What, English man?
Yeah.
Let me think who's available now. I don't know, just give it to Harry Redknapp or something.
Man said Harry Bro,
it's your choice. You go Big Sam then. Where you want to go? You're the one who
wanted
wanted
to...
to...
You're not going back. You can't go back to Big Sam. So next...
Why can't you go back to Big Sam? Big Sam's still management. Why can't you go back to Big Sam?
Big Sam's not... What's it called? Bro,
He's
after
English.
after all that flipping...
What's all these caveats? You told me English people. He's English.
I know, but they're not gonna... I know, but I'm giving you... Okay, so I gave you...
No, it's not hypothetical.
Okay,
You
no,
can't
that's
start
fair
bringing
enough.
real world stuff. You can't do that. That's not fair.
No, but I'm giving you, man, and I'm telling you X, Y, Z, that's not gonna happen. So who you go after Big Sam?
What do you mean it's not got X, Y, Z?
Man said Harry Redknapp's retired. All right, cool.
Harry Redknapp was talking about coming back the other day, bro. Don't you watch sports news? I don't know. He's talking about coming back out of management the other day, bro.
No, I watched something, but I don't know if he was talking about coming back out.
100% he's considering coming out of management. Are you mad?
So,
it's
okay.
a manager.
So,
What? Because he's retired, he can't manage.
Okay, so
That's
hold on.
Oh, what is he? What he forgot how to tell players what to do?
No, again, even if it's hypotheticals, we can only deal with what is actually available here. So again, no Eddie Howe, no Big Sam, because they're not going back to Big Sam. So Harry Redknapp after all this time. Okay, cool.
Okay, then, so go to who do you want to go to then? You want Poch?
No, but this is the point I'm making though. So who do you go though? That's what I'm saying though.
You don't go. You stay. You work within your means. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be the best. You work with the best of what you got.
What's Southgate's contract? I swear, is it up after the next?
Bro, it doesn't matter. I'll give it to Michael Carrick then, mate. What are you talking about? You deal with what you got, bro. Your options are your options. Who cares? You're just watching other people's pockets. Don't worry what other people got. Deal with what you got.
I'm not worrying about other people. I'm telling you right now, yeah. I'm telling you right now, yeah, what we have available and what is going on. Like, they're not going back to Big Sam. They're not flipping. I'll be surprised if they go to Harry Redknapp. Even though Harry Redknapp should have been a shot from time ago. I don't know how he didn't get the job.
So I took a hypothetical, you took in real life. Because then you could do this with everything.
Either which way, we're saying who's available and who's around. Like, after Southgate, where do you go?
Go Michael Carrick then.
Too early.
It's not too early. Michael Carrick went into Middlesbrough when they was 24th or something like that. They're
him,
third right now. Probably going to get automatic promotion. And what he's doing unprecedented over there.
As a United fan,
they're linking him with West Ham and Tottenham. Are you talking about it's too early for England?
Well, what do you mean West Ham and Tottenham? How you going to go from Middlesbrough straight to England? What are you on about, bro?
What you say, what?
How you going to go from Middlesbrough straight to England? What, there's no like stopgap, no?
What, you don't think Middlesbrough to Spurs is a big jump?
That's a good bro. I think he deserves it. I think he deserves the shot, but not England. Okay. What do you mean England? Come on, bro. Come on, man.
Okay.
Come on, man. But back to your point anyway, bro. Please.
International managers, yeah, they were like Gareth. What was Gareth Southgate's job? Gareth Southgate only had the borough job.
Just clutching that. Man didn't say Graham Potter though. Why didn't you say Graham Potter?
Because then you're going to turn around and tell me he's not available. What are we doing there? I don't understand. Stop your foolishness. You're going to turn around and tell me he's not available. So what are you doing?
You know what? He just got to the job. I say it's too early. He just got to the job. I say it's too early for he's still trying to do his.
No, but it's like you're trying to cut corners, yeah. You're saying
I'm not cutting corners.
Let me make a point, yeah. Because you don't like what's available, then you're saying we should go elsewhere.
I'm not saying I don't
we got to
like
pick from what's available.
I'm not saying I don't like what's available.
You don't have to like the option, but let's pick from what's available.
What I know, Harry Redknapp is retired. They're not going back to Big Sam. They haven't, there's been rumours about Poch, whatever, but nothing's concrete. It's too early for Harry, for Michael Carrick. It's too early for Graham Potter. Eddie Howe lacks his project right now. Where are we going? I'm saying that. Even if Gareth Southgate gets the sack tomorrow or decides to leave, says I've had enough. Where are we going?
But doesn't that kind of hinder England long term though?
100%.
If you're always, so how do you fix it?
100%. But this is the problem. And I was watching TalkSport and they were saying that even if Gareth Southgate decides to leave, like where do you go? Like,
something needs to change to create an incentive.
But this is what I'm saying. If they bring in a manager from overseas, I can't blame them. Like, I can't blame them. What can we do? Just what I'm saying that. And obviously, man are saying that, yeah, Gareth Southgate's he's done well. But bring England as close as they've been since '66. But, like, how much tournaments do you want to give him? Just what I'm saying. So
this is what the problem with people looking around, yeah. Then you start looking and thinking, over there, it looks shiny. You see, if everybody's playing from the same rules, yeah, then it is what it is. It's not about who's available and who's good. It's very rare. The only criteria and condition is that they're English. You go and you find. I'm not telling you who to pick. Pick anybody you want. Pick Joe Bloggs.
I can't wait to see who the next English manager
is. You know what I'm saying?
Just for this argument here.
Pick him. No, but pick him though. Don't look and say, I don't like none of these. Let's start going to get a Swedish manager.
I didn't say I don't like none of them. I'm saying I'm just looking at what has actually happened. Big Sam had the job he's got the greatest England record going, just so you know. 1 game, 1 win, 100% win record, whatever. And then he was done. They're not going back there. It's just not going to happen. Just like I'm saying, for Big Sam, as much as some people would want it to happen, it's not going to happen. The next we're talking about Eddie Howe and Graham Potter, which is a possibility for the future. None of
it's going to happen. You ask for names, they're names, bro. You get me? Picking them apart, they're names. That's it.
All right, then. Do you feel as though, let's just say like English clubs don't win the Champions League, don't win the Super Cup, don't win none of them things there, yeah. And if you look back, let's just say the past 5-10 years, let's just say there was a spell where they were winning, but all of the starting 11 were foreign players. Would you feel some type of way?
If the English clubs were winning back then and all the players were foreign,
So let's just say Champions League right now, Man City wins, Liverpool next year, Arsenal, and you look at the team, you think, wait a minute, 10 out of 11 of these guys, are foreigners.
City's done that. No one has said nothing.
But the thing is, human beings, it's not even just football fans. Football fans are fickle, but it's not just football fans. Human beings are fickle anyway. So it's like, if it's your team, you're not going to care. When it's someone else's team, everyone's going to have something to say. But when it's your team, it's like...
We're not as patriotic as that. Only the patriotic people are going to feel like that. We're not here for the players. No player ain't bigger than the club. We're here with the clubs. It doesn't matter. The club could have 11 Spanish men in it. It gives a shit.
Don't mind.
This is our club. This is my team. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, if it looks nicer, like when you've got a core of English players there, and obviously that's why they got all the homegrown stuff, the reasons for the squads. Like, so you have to have talent that's been made in this country, so there's a certain level, and it looks nice. It's just for patriotism when you're arguing with people and you can say it, but it doesn't mean much. Like, it doesn't mean anything. The Premier League winners of the past, they're not stacked up onto how many Englishmen were there.
No.
When Arsenal won it with all them Frenchmen, no one don't care. City's won it, we might not even have the Englishman in the team one time. Like, do you get what I mean? Like, when you go back through history, you're not looking at, who was in the teams and whatnot. It don't mean anything. You just want your team to win.
But that's the thing. That all has ramifications when it comes to like national type of tournaments.
That does, but for the most part, the English players in that tournament that went there, apart from Bellingham, are all thriving in the Premier.
True, that is true.
Yeah. They're playing with these dope boys. So
they're holding their own as well. More than anything.
So I guess having them foreign players that are kind of better and more established,
it makes them better. They're training together every day.
And that's exactly what I was saying before. It helps. When you play with a man that's better than you, you have to raise your game either which way.
Yeah.
Like, you can't be training 5 days a week and not improve.
I wouldn't want this league to just be on some dumb English thing.
That would be horrible. What are we talking about? Like League 2? I'm
happy. I get happy when notable players come to the league. They don't have to be for my team. You know what I'm trying to say? That because I don't watch other leagues. You see that Haaland?
I watch other leagues.
I don't watch other leagues. Other leagues are whack. You get what I'm trying to say? That. So I weren't watching Haaland play for Dortmund. I'd watch him Champions League nights. You know what I'm trying to say? That. But now he's in the country. I see him all the time. I'm happy about that. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
True.
I'm over the moon about that. So yeah, I'm with it, man.
I'm for like, I just feel like the players make the league better. If that makes sense. Again, if you go down to League 2, League 1, you can see more Englishmen. Like, and hardly any foreigners. And
the thing you should probably check here is if the not dual nationality, but the players whose grandparents and stuff are not English, if they should be playing for England.
Wait. Whose grandparents are not English? But they're born here?
Don't matter.
Okay.
There's bare man who play for countries that they were. There's bare man who play for other countries that were born here. There's bare man who declare for other things. You know what I'm trying to say? Even if they just go Scotland, Ireland, Wales or whatever like that, or they have little countries, Congo, there's bare man that declare for other countries that were born here. That doesn't matter. To look into it, there's other people who are for these countries like Jamaica, boom, boom, boom. What the England team would look like if they weren't there.
Yeah. It's true.
There's been a lot of Englishmen that went off and play for these other teams because they couldn't, I wouldn't say make the grade. They just were waiting too long for their call up and all that. The Zahas, the
Lamptey just went for Ghana.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's a bagger man that went off and
Wan-Bissaka ain't declared yet, innit?
No.
He ain't gone to Congo yet. He ain't said it yet. He's
waiting at some point in time, he's gonna bounce,
He
bro.
ain't never getting that England
call up. He's gonna bounce, bro. You know what's mad? He's better defending than Trent.
There's too many right backs. There's Kyle Walker, there's Reece James, there's Trent.
But there's just defending though. But it's not enough.
He needs to declare for Congo or wherever he needs to, because he's not getting that team. You know what I'm trying to say?
Crazy.
But yeah, it was. Wait, there. So I think back in the day it was different. Is there a lot of black men there? They would take out Sterling, Bellingham.
From back day or now?
No, from now. I'm saying if anyone that's not like English white traditionally will take out Bellingham, Sterling,
Wilson,
Walker. Wilson, even Calvin Phillips.
Yeah. No matter how he looks, they're not letting him pass. Not letting him pass. Like, no. You thought you could get past me, fella?
Trent. Well, even that then, do you think, okay, regardless of the managers then, do you think that the national team players should be English to their core? No
Some man
mix,
are going to listen.
No nothing. What about that one? Ask me that one, E-man.
Hey, I'll tell you
That's
now,
crazy.
yeah.
That would be a crazy one, you know.
But do you think that?
There's a man in the countryside right now who believes they should be.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, 100%. There's a man in the countryside sitting there and drinking his tea, probably listening to this saying, "Oh,
No, it can't be that ignorant.
Like,
It can't be that ignorant. It'll be looking, thinking there'll be no pace and power in this team.
Yeah, it's just long ball, bruv. You have to bear in mind, once upon a time, it was just long ball, bruv. Punch it up to the flipping the big man, let him set it down to midfielders, back out to the wingers, whip it in and all that, bruv. That was their football pack day, bruv. That's what I'm saying. Before the technical man come in, before they got brushed 6-2 by Hungary, after they won the World Cup. 6-2, you know. Brother, that's when they got a wake-up call, bruv. By Hungary, come on, man. So, yeah, 100%. There's certain man that would want that, but then again, there's no pace. And then you find that there's that, you know, the Caucasians that are
Mixed with other white stuff as well that start killing them even more.
bruv. That's what I'm saying. The man that look, what are they? What's they look separate, kind of them type. Yeah, you're right as well, mate. You gotta go, fella. You gotta go. You thought you slipped by me, bro. All of them, man. Yeah. So the England team would look very, very different. You know, this man have to be grateful, bro. Like certain times you're playing football, you see a black man coming on the sidelines about to get subbed on. Oh, they're bringing on pace. These times you ain't never seen the man play, you know. Man, bruv, hey, it's crazy, bruv. Man said they're bringing on pace. That's crazy. Football's real, you know.
The pace is cold.
All right, well, I think that's it for the topic of the day, man.
All right, then let's get back into more headlines, man.
You wanna read that topic of the day? Out of 10?
Say again?
Do I want to rate that topic of the day out of 10?
Yeah. Just from your opinion. Because it really involved the female viewers on this one, didn't we?
6.
Yeah? Not even 6.5?
Man said 6. Man said maybe 6.5. I said maybe.
Sorry, ladies.
The girls, they'll just be doing what Esther's doing. They're just in the chat, just talking amongst themselves.
But ladies play football, man.
That's true, man. It's got to be inclusive, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Are we saying they don't like that topic, or they just don't like the guys talking about foosball?
That's David Silver's half Japanese. That's cold.
What?
Man.
Hey. Yeah, I like that.
Which one we're moving
Let's
to?
get into the headlines. All right, so the ANC on Wednesday reaffirmed its cordial relations with the Communist Party of China when President Cyril Ramaphosa reiterated that South Africa's support of the non-aligned foreign policy position taken by the Asian country on the Russia-Ukraine war. Despite South Africa facing heavy criticism from, among others, the United States for taking a non-aligned foreign policy position on the war, Ramaphosa said South Africa applauds China's principled foreign policy posture. He was speaking during a dialogue with the Chinese Communist Party and other political parties from across the globe at a high-level meeting. Ramaphosa said China's policy posture was based on the principles of non-interference and mutual benefit. He also said, we are keen that these principles are strengthened and directed at developmental initiatives that are critical for our collective success as nations of the South. Ramaphosa said, given that South Africa negotiated an end to apartheid and forged a democratic consensus through dialogue with enemies, the country has learned that the profound lesson that continues to inform our principled position on many global issues, that of dialogue, is always to be preferred to violence. He also said that our history of conflict has instilled in our people a great appreciation of the value of social cohesion, of unity and diversity, and of tolerance and respect. We, the ANC, therefore readily align ourselves with the four call-on articulated by President Xi, which call on all countries to respect the diversity of human civilizations and perspectives while advancing the common values of humanity. And also, South Korea, and Japan's leaders meet in Tokyo today in what has been hailed as a new milestone in their fraught relationship. It comes just as North Korea fired a fourth round of missiles in a week. The South Korean president, Yoon Suk-yeol, has pulled off quite the coup to get this summit. It's the first time a South Korean leader has been invited to Tokyo for such a meeting in 12 years. The relationship between these neighbors had been plagued for decades by the difficult history. South Korea was colonized by Japan from 1910 until the end of the World War II. Japanese soldiers forced hundreds of thousands of Koreans to work in its mines and factories. Women were pushed into sexual slavery. These scars, while no longer fresh, are not forgotten nor forgiven. But last week, President Yoon, dropped the demand that the Japanese compensate some of the victims of its slavery. He agreed that South Korea would raise the money instead. In doing so, he sought to put aside the past for the sake of the security of Northeast Asia. The opposition leader branded the deal the biggest humiliation in our history. But it won President Yoon his trip to Tokyo. Diplomats were apparently quite surprised but also impressed. They see it as a brave and astute move, especially for a political novice with no foreign policy experience. Until last year, their president was a lawyer. And the next headline is about asylum seekers being assaulted in the streets weeks after the Suites hotel protest. So it's been claimed that asylum seekers have been assaulted in the streets in the weeks following the violent protests outside the Suites hotel. The Knowsley MP, Sir George Howarth, made the claims in the House of Commons earlier this week, speaking in opposition to the government's small boats bill. The deeply controversial illegal immigration bill passed its first Commons hurdle on Monday night, being voted through with a majority of 62. The bill would also see anyone arriving in the UK in small boats have their asylum claim deemed inadmissible, with arrivals subsequently removed. The bill has been criticised by Labour for enabling modern slavery. Speaking in opposition during the bill's second reading, Sir George said that the situation for asylum seekers in Knowsley has deteriorated since the hotel protests on February 10th. An initial peaceful protest and counter-protests outside Kirkby's Suites Hotel turned violent when missiles were thrown at police. A police riot van parked near the protest was vandalised before being set on fire. 15 people were arrested on suspicion of violent disorder, and a teenager was charged with assaulting an emergency worker. The Chief Constable, Serena Kennedy, later said that the protest was fueled by misinformation circulated on social media about an incident earlier that week. Detectives investigating reports of a man making inappropriate advances towards a teenage girl arrested him before later releasing him with no further action. And that's the end of the headlines. Let's go into the People's Journal. All right, so People's Journal. Yeah, welcome to the People's Journal. I'll give you the news from an economics point of view. Obviously, I know people are kind of looking forward to hearing about this new budget that Jeremy Hunt put out. Spoke about yesterday. I'm just kind of gonna go through it, not in like crazy depth, but basically the need to know things. I'm kind of gonna highlight, right?
The most important bits.
Yes. So basically, yesterday I spoke about childcare and everything. That's the first thing that kind of. Sorry, let me get my thingy up. Sorry about this. That's the first thing I wanted to mention.
Got the childcare bit.
Yeah, so basically, at the moment, childcare is free. Well, to get 33 hours for children aged 3 and 4.
Yeah.
That's been expanded to 1 and 2 year olds.
Okay.
So that's a big thing, right? Because right now, people are paying crazy amounts for their childcare. And the next thing I wanted to... Sorry, let me get this up quickly. Apologies, people. Energy bills have been extended as well. So basically, we were told before about the government capping the energy bill to $2,500 a year. That was due to end in April, but that's going to be extended for another 3 months, I believe. Where's my bloody... Sorry about this.
Right.
Let's get my thing.
Energy thing is crazy. These men are getting bonuses and all that.
All right. Okay, I've got it now. So the government subsidies limiting basically typical household bills to $2,500. It's going to be extended for a further 3 months until the end of June. Like I said, that was meant to be done in April. So it's going to be capped to $2,500. Of course, if you're using a lot more energy, it will go up above that. But what they're saying, a typical household energy bill will be capped at $2,500 still. £200 million It's going to be used to bring energy charges for prepayment meters in line with prices for customers who are paying for direct debits. Because obviously, before direct debits, typically it's cheaper than those who do the whole prepayment meter thing. So they're trying to rectify that as well. There's also going to be a commitment to invest £20 billion over the next 2 decades on low carbon energy projects. Obviously, people are kind of thinking, I don't know why we're prioritizing this right now, but that's still one of the things. With regards to taxation and wages, I also kind of briefly mentioned the whole thing about pensioners getting taxed extra. So currently, there's a law about if you've put over, I believe it's like 1.07 million in your pension over the span of your whole entire working life, right? You're going to be taxed extra. That's been moved now to 1.8 million. So now a lot of people are thinking that doesn't affect the average person, innit? This is another way to kind of benefit the 1%, the rich. You know what I'm saying? The ones who typically vote for the Tories. Also, is a tax-free yearly allowance for pension pots to rise from 40k to 60k. That was previously frozen for 9 years. I'm not too sure if you guys remember under Kwesi Kwarteng, I believe it was him anyway. There was like a 5p cut to fuel, right? Fuel duty on petrol and diesel. That was due to end in April. That's going to be kept for another year. Also, jobs and all that type of stuff. 30 hours, like I mentioned, of free childcare for working parents. That's going to be rolled out in stages, though, from April 2024. So that's not immediately. Basically, the thing that's going to be covering the 1 and 2 year olds. Also, families on universal credit, they're going to be receiving childcare support up front instead of in arrears. So before, obviously, similar thing with like housing benefit and all that type of stuff. You always get in arrears. That's going to be up front. And the cap on per child is £646 a month. That's going to be raised to £951. Also, for those who are looking to become childminders, there's going to be £600 incentive payments for people.
Incentive?
Yeah. So they're going to give them a little something extra to become childminders.
Okay.
All these type of things is basically trying to get parents back into work to boost the economy. The OBR, the Office for Budget Responsibility, they predict that the UK will avoid recession. So this is some good news now, right? They're saying that the economy will still shrink by 0.2%, but we're not going to be in a full-blown recession, right? They're also saying growth of 1.8% is predicted next year, and 2.5% in 2025, and 2.1% in 2026. UK inflation rate, right, is predicted to fall to 2.9% by the end of this year. So remember end of last year, I was talking about inflation being 10 point something percent, being predicted at hitting like 15% come this time, this year. They're saying they think it's going to go down to 2.9%. I don't know how realistic that is, but that's what they're saying. But again, that's all good news. The main rate for corporation tax, which is paid by businesses and all that type of stuff, taxable profits, right? That's going to be increased from 19 to 25%. I don't think that's a good thing, but still, that's what's going to be happening. Companies with profits between 50k and 250k are going to be paying between 19 and 25%. Companies able to deduct investments in new machinery and technology, they're going to be able to pay like lower taxes as well. And what else is there? There's going to be a commitment to raise defence spending by 11 billion over the next 5 years.
11 billion.
11 billion, yeah.
God damn.
Prison sentences for those convicted of marketing tax avoidance schemes. So they
Is that what they're trying to... Wait, what? Not. Okay, remember, there's 2 different ones. There's evasion and there's avoidance.
Yeah.
So they're saying they're going to get onto people for avoidance. Wow.
Yeah. So basically, yeah, not necessarily those who are avoiding it, but those who are promoting it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so marketing them type of schemes there. Yeah, you could go to prison. Yeah, man.
Good luck to all you, man, them financial man that were trying to, help a brother out and all that. You better watch your backs, man. Watch your backs.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll probably go into more detail tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because we're kind of strapped for time. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the People's Journal.
Okay. Okay, interesting.
So, like we said yesterday, we've got a guest for you guys. So please bear with us 1 second as we go into that. Cool.
Yeah.
After what? The interview. Okay, so 1 second quickly, because you ain't got the thing, have you?
No.
So what are we doing? Just reading this? We'll just do it quickly, yeah. Okay, cool.
Go from
The top.
no, bottom. Let's go from the bottom. So basically, the TikTok one to the bottom left,
Okay, yeah.
and then going across right up and down. So TikTok, the
Then-
Indian one,
Then how many? Then the Russia.
then Russia, then
All right.
yeah.
All right.
Cool. All right.
Do you need that on if you want this or anything?
All right, Brent, when you're ready.
Yeah, I'm here. A minute. Yes, we're here.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Wait, we done all that with the camera on?
What you see on the screen is what people are saying.
But you asked us if we was ready to wait before you pressed
Definitely
it.
asked. Definitely, I heard you. I heard
Yeah, but we never said yes. We was.
You said yes.
Who said yes?
I said, are you ready to go? You said yes.
No way.
No. You're hearing things, bro. Still.
Thanks.
Anyway, guys,
No.
we're back, man. And like we said, we got a guest for you, man. A serious gentleman with a huge amount of talent. I'm gonna let him introduce himself. How you doing, Prinz?
No, I'm good. Still on you?
All good, man. I'm good. All good.
You're taller than I thought you was.
How tall you think I am?
Huh?
How tall you think I was?
I don't know. You just look. Like when I was looking at you and stuff, I didn't think you look big when you.
Yeah,
come there.
you look like you can play ball still.
Yeah.
On the low.
I used to play.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Why'd you stop?
Leg injury. Classic. Classic leg injury.
Was you good?
Yeah. I was. No, it was good stuff. That was good.
Wait, how old are you? 18.
So
how
he
long did you
claims.
play for and then
I know.
retired?
It's early retirement.
I've been playing since I was playing academy since like year 9, 8. And then afterwards, leg injury. And I was like, okay, I need to find something else. So man started playing Fortnite.
Wants to find something else.
Is that how you, how did you get to making music and that then?
Basically like I don't know, like the games weren't doing it. Like I wanted to like do something that I'd make a living out of. And I thought like gaming was nice, but it's more of like a hobby type thing. So I was like, okay, let me start a TikTok.
Was you were streaming content, playing gaming and that?
Yeah, I was like gaming on like YouTube and all that. And I was like, okay, you know what? Like I actually want to make music, so I'm gonna make the switch early and then see how it goes. So I started a TikTok account and yeah.
Okay, that makes sense to me. So if you don't know, Prince is a young up and coming rapper. I want to say up and coming, but because he's young, but he seems like he's doing his thing. You know what I'm trying to say? Obviously, there's a generation gap there between me and you. You're much younger than me, so I wasn't particularly familiar with your style and what was going on. And I'm looking into it, and I'm like, this is where I know you're tapped into something that I don't know nothing about. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like when I'm looking at your numbers that you're doing, you know what I'm trying to say? Like you got a song out there, a good song. It's a beautiful day.
Beautiful day.
Big up, beautiful day. I like that single, but I'm looking at the numbers on YouTube. I see 7.8 million. I'm saying, all right, there's a lot of serious stuff going on there. I'm checking in. I'm saying this went on your Spotify. I see that you got a lot of monthly listeners, all like over 2 million. You get me? Good views, good numbers on there. I saw easily over 30 million accumulated views and that. I mean streams and that. I'm saying, okay. And I'm looking on the YouTube. I'm looking on the shorts. I see you got a video that you put up a couple of months ago. It's got 18 million views on it and these things.
It's mad.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm saying this, like all the shorts, all the TikTok stuff. How many followers you got on TikTok and all that?
950K.
Flipping hell. So this is my point I'm trying to make here. There's so much going on. Like you're out there. That's numbers that I'm saying. That's millions and millions of people interacting with your stuff. Boom. And if I'm honest, I wasn't aware of it. Like, because I must be old. You get what I'm trying to say? I must really be old. You get me? Like, but the kids are cooking. Do you even know who I am?
Yeah.
Do you know that I make music?
Yeah.
Have you listened to it?
No.
Hey, clip. Emotional damage.
I might have, you know what it is? I might have, because the way I am is like, I've probably heard a song, like, but you have to play it for me. And then I'll be like, oh, okay, that song. Do you get? Like, I don't like.
So how does this translate in this day and age on social media, TikTok and stuff? You got a big imprint there. I see it, like you're doing your thing. Does it? Do you feel? Are you famous? You must be. There's millions of people just doing.
You know what? I don't even feel famous. I don't think I'm famous personally. I just think I'm a guy that makes music in it. Like I don't really feel famous. But then my manager keeps reminding me, bro, you're famous. You're famous. Nah, man, I don't feel famous. I just feel like, you know, I'm there to make music.
That's what Marx used to say.
Famous.
Do you get recognized when you go from place to place?
Yeah. No, it's mad.
Yeah, that's famous, man.
But,
famous enough, man. Definitely.
yeah.
Well, what we normally do, with all our guests, is play a game called 140. Obviously, you're familiar, you do music in it, 140 BPM, grime, typical tempo, And we pretty much ask a bunch of questions. Some of them are more so like preference questions. It's like a Netflix or Amazon Prime type thing. But some are like general knowledge, right? And so, we're pretty much going to play that game, man.
All right, before we continue, you said that he probably knows 140. Like, do you listen to grime at all?
Not really.
You know the relevance of the 140 BPM?
Nah.
School him, please, Manuel.
I pretty much said it, man. Just basically, the tempo of typical grime beats back in the day, anyway, was 140. And so basically, we're gonna ask you these questions over a 140 BPM beat. You ain't got to say it in time or nothing like that, but it's just
Are you ready?
Yeah.
So let me go.
How was
So
your
I
general
can get my
knowledge?
questions
Normally.
up. Yeah.
Yeah, no pressure.
Yeah.
How do you rate your general knowledge?
We'll give it a 6. Give it a 6.
Yeah, he's young, man. He don't know
Modest,
nothing.
man.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. You might just
Real modest, you know. Man said 6.
you might just say what's the like capital like of Indonesia or something.
And you would say?
I don't,
Hey.
Fade up. All right. 3,
What's that?
Alright, cool.
2,
Okay.
1.
TikTok or Instagram?
TikTok. Wait. Oh, Instagram.
What West Indian country is known for their carnival?
Nigeria.
Okay. How many ones? How many?
My chest.
Oh!
Wait a minute.
Wait. Nah, basically, basically, like the gravitational force strength.
It was strong, isn't it?
Magnetic fields and all that.
Yeah, man.
But you can start again, yeah?
3,
Yeah, man.
2, 1.
How many ones are in 10,011?
10,011. 3.
Who is Russia currently at war with?
Ukraine.
What country is Usain Bolt from?
Jamaica.
Fredo or Heady One?
Heady One.
Migos or Future?
Migos.
What's the most populated country in the Caribbean?
Trinidad and Tobago.
What is the currency of what is the currency of Spain?
Is that right?
No.
What's the currency of Spain?
Yes. Oh, cool guy.
According to George Orwell, who is watching us?
I don't
Nah,
know.
okay.
What country did Appiano originate?
I don't know.
Day or night?
Both. Can I pick both?
No.
Both.
What was Meta Platform Inc. formerly known as? How long's he got?
I don't know.
I just ended. That was a long minute.
Oh, ages. Ages. I don't know if anyone was counting. I'm spun. I'm still spun
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Now you see, like,
The man said Nigeria.
now you know the beat sounded like Kahoo in it, so like I was messing with it.
No.
And baby people came from Nigeria too, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The history lesson right there.
No, I need to see that clip. I want to see that on the clock app later.
Look, I said that on purpose for comedic effects. And
For the moments. Yeah, you're a genius.
You
You be,
got this. You got this.
come on, man. You be creating moments. I hear you. I can't even remember to keep. I don't even know how well you done. But you done good. That was quality. That was memorable.
Yes, yes.
I'll
That's the word.
give you that.
So yeah, man. Your background. What country you from originally?
Nigeria.
Hey, my guy. My guy. That's why he said that makes sense. Okay, what?
Yeah, man.
What's it called? Are you Igbo or Shayo?
What? He's disrespectful when it comes to like. No, it's the Jamaican thing. Them man are disrespectful. Them man are
No, sorry. What is it? No, Yoruba.
Look.
Yeah.
At least he's pronounced it correct this
Yeah.
time. The last time he said Yoruba, you know.
Serious?
Man said to me Yoruba.
No, I don't know. What's the tribe's called, man?
Yoruba.
Yeah.
Or
Igbo.
see, I did see Igbo.
Hausa.
Wow, so yeah.
I'm neither of all of them.
Okay.
Huh?
Delta?
Are you independent?
Edo State.
Edo.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Dave's from the Edo as well, right? Yeah.
That's my brother.
Yeah. Okay. So obviously it's Nigerian, yeah? Are your parents like typical Nigerian parents?
Yeah.
Okay. So how do they feel about your music and stuff?
Like at the start, they were very, very strict. But like,
Okay.
obviously, the way the Nigerian household works, when you're doing decent or well enough where you can show them that stuff's happening,
Yeah.
and then they're like, okay, you know that one.
You know.
Yeah, so like they're very supportive of my music now. Literally, when I go live on TikTok, I'll even catch my mom on my live stream watching. I can hear the sound coming from her phone in the other room. I'll quickly go there and be like, "Mom, you're watching my live," and everyone
that's good,
she's very supportive.
Oh, that's good, man. Look
They're
at
very
Mumsy.
supportive.
Big up Mumsy. So Mumsy might be watching right now.
That's true.
Big up Mumsy, man.
Yeah, man.
Okay, so what, in the beginning, yeah, like you said, there was some resistance and stuff, yeah. What type of path did they want you to go down?
Doctor.
Yeah.
Classical, not even like lawyer,
Yeah.
journalist, solicitor, same thing. But like, yeah, like originally it was football, right? And obviously like with like a young teenager, every teenager wants to be a footballer. So it's just like a classic story they hear. So obviously like they were supportive of the football, but at the same time, school is like
Grades.
Yeah, grades and like, you know, so like, yeah, like that's how it was at the start. Football, your classic story. Like 1% of like people make it apparently or something like that. So it's just like, okay.
But that's something you can cling to though, if that makes sense.
Yeah, exactly.
You can if even if you don't know, if people around you are telling you like this boy has got talent, then you can tether to that, innit?
Yeah.
So I heard that. But then obviously, so the content, you saying it just weren't enough for you? The streaming and that, because obviously that's what you made. You started off content streaming, boom, boom, and then you just said you want to get into the music. But it's like, have you had like, I don't know, did you musical stuff from a young, like a passion for music, or is it just something you just stumbled into?
Yeah, so like I've always wanted to do music, but the way like I didn't really have the platform to like showcase my music, because like what I was doing was gaming. So if I was to post music on there, no one would actually care. No one would actually listen.
Yeah,
or
they're there for the gaming.
Yeah, I'd notice a decrease in like attention in terms of like when I post music. No one really cares. They're there for the gaming. So like, yeah, man, that's why I was like, okay, cool. Let me try set up a TikTok, because I saw TikTok was like popping and like a lot of people were using TikTok to promote their stuff. So I was like, okay, let me give this a shot myself. And then, yeah.
So do you actually create TikTok content? Like what the TikTokers do, like, I don't know, like the dancing or the parody stuff?
Yeah, like at the start, I had no idea what I was doing. So I would just go live freestyling. And how it started was like I was getting no viewers. Then I went from, I had 5 viewers in a live, I was gassed. And then the next day I did the exact same thing and I went up to 100. And then I started getting friends from school saying, yo, my For You page. And I was like, okay, maybe I'm doing something right. So I was doing this every day, just going live freestyling. And then, yeah, like, but in terms of content, I didn't really know what I was posting because I was just making random stuff. And I feel like now, like the longer you use the app, like the more, like the better you get in terms of the content you make. So now I'm actually making content where I go out to places and I like think of creative ideas that will kind of elevate my music. So yeah, and it's fun. I actually enjoy like making content. Yeah.
This is sick. It's so interesting to me because it's
a
totally different space.
Yeah.
Like, and again, I'm new on TikTok. I only just made a TikTok. I tried to post a video yesterday. They took it down. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah, I tried to forward with big energy. I said, yeah, let's give them something dope.
No, you know what? TikTok's
they said nope.
mad, you know. TikTok's mad. I went live. I had a highlighter. I put it near my mouth, and my live stream got limited for vaping.
Oh, serious?
They thought it was a vape. I tricked the AI because you know, like bots, like determine whether your videos get taken out. It's not real people. So like they literally limited my live for vaping because it looked like a vape.
Oh,
it's very random.
This is a new world to me. I want to, and again, because even when I do the TikTok thing, I'll just be recycling my footage, like clips from here and stuff like that. I don't think I don't know. I'll be as lost as you was. I don't know how to take my camera and
do it live
and then make footage and then use it. You're making content, and it just turned it into music, to views, to streams, like just that everything. It's just all sick to me. This is nuts.
It's a new world, man.
I grew up in the wrong day and age, bro.
I was even gonna mention like I'm grateful even for the gaming like side of things, because like when I was gaming, I was making videos and like what you call montages. So literally, I'll get clips and I'd learn how to edit, add effects. So literally, when I came to TikTok, it's not as if that gaming stuff was just pushed aside. I was able to like use some of the skills that I got from like the gaming to also transition and like edit my like music content. So it's like good that I did that in the past as well, because it helped me.
You see Beautiful Day, did you use all your content platforms to push it? Like, was it blowing up on TikTok before you dropped it, or did you just drop it normally like a normal music?
So like, I first promoted it on TikTok. I posted it, and then I remember someone's advice to me to literally use every platform you can. And my YouTube was at 1K at the time. Like not even, no, it was at like okay, 30K. And then literally I posted Beautiful Day on TikTok. I noticed that I was going viral on TikTok. So I was like, okay, if it's going viral here, if I post it on every other platform, where else will it go viral? And I posted on YouTube and it started taking off as well. So like, I was like, okay, like, you know, like it's good to use every platform because that really like maximizes how your reach. Like now I'm in a situation like where if my TikTok video doesn't do well, it's not that deep. Like before I'd overthink it mad because that was the only platform I could rely on. But now, like if it does bad, I got like all these other platforms I can put it on and like, you know.
Yeah.
So how many subscribers you got on your YouTube now?
Like we have like 410K on YouTube. So it's like
So what's that period of how long is that period of growth?
a month and a half.
What?
A month and a half ago,
It went up
30K.
by that much.
Okay.
Like it
That's
literally
crazy.
just out of nowhere.
30K to 400 in a month and a half.
Bro, out of nowhere,
That's a jump.
boom, because I did a video with my mum reacting to my song. It went viral on TikTok. I posted on Facebook. It went viral on Facebook. And I posted on YouTube Shorts and I got 25 million, just like in like under a week. And from there, everything, because the way it's like a chain reaction. But on TikTok, when one video does well, your others do slowly better. But on YouTube, when one video does well, everything like just. So like it was mad. I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep posting every day, keep posting.
Sick.
And yeah,
Nice job, boy. Hey.
Yeah. But let's go into that tune, yeah. Beautiful Day, yeah. It's a sick tune, by the way. How did you make it? Who made the beat? Because obviously it's got that Rashawn sample in it. Did you make the beat?
nah.
Okay, so yeah. Tell us how it came about.
So like basically, I was hearing the song all over my TikTok page. So I was like, okay, look, man, if anyone's gonna, I know people are probably already expecting me to flip the sample because that's just what I do. I like flip the popular samples. So people were probably already waiting for me to flip it. And then what happened was I saw that it just kept coming up on
I
my
look
page.
in the mirror, every part of my body was in the place. Many people lie. I don't wanna act too high and mighty, cause tomorrow I may fall down on my face.
That is
man.
cold. Big up him.
So I was like, okay, what can we do here? So I was like, okay, cool. Let's see if there's like a UK type beat I can do this to. So then I got the beat and I was like, okay. And also this is like a song about God, so it's like good because like on TikTok the fan base behind God is really strong. Like, it doesn't like your song won't even go like it won't go viral for like a specific thing you do in a video. Just go viral because it's about God and like people appreciate that.
Yeah,
so,
man, look at God, man. Won't he do it?
For real.
so like literally posted it. Actually, first I got the beat and then I recorded onto it because I do all my stuff at home. I didn't like the first time and only time I ever went studio before this was for Peter Pan, my other song.
Okay.
So literally, just like I did it in my room. I got the beat. I wrote the lyrics there as I was recording it. I got everything done. I then posted that on TikTok. It went viral. So
to cut you. When you say you posted it, yeah, you've recorded this in your room, yeah?
Yeah.
So your own mic and everything, yeah? Are you posting yourself recording in your room? Or is it like...
Nah, so like I had the song ready after. So I finished the song and then what I did was I went out to like a place and then I got someone to help me record it.
Okay.
And then I got back home and then I got someone to help me edit it. So like add like a text overlay. So basically the effects of the video I do myself, but then I got a text overlay so that people can like, understand the lyrics and I made them animated. I asked them to make it animated so that it's like engaging and stuff. I popped that over the video and then I posted it on TikTok. And then
And then just...
yeah. And then I attached the sound to it and then that became like the official sound. And then it started popping off from there.
Sick. In the official video, yeah, like Marks was saying, 7.4 million views for that, yeah, which is crazy, yeah. You've got that young guy, Rashawn, in your video, innit? How did you make that happen?
So like we were thinking.
Especially as soon as you didn't know where the Caribbean was.
Look. It was for comedy, innit?
Comedy style, man. Yeah, we weren't familiar with your style, but we're getting there.
You know, originally I was even meant to fly out there and we get the video done in Jamaica. That would be sick. But like, what happened was, since that couldn't happen because we were trying to release the song as quick as possible, like my manager dug in. He managed to find Jermaine's email and his like label thing that he signed to, and then from there we were able to reach out after like they agreed, and obviously like I think they got like a deal. Like a label deal, and then from there we were able to get through to Rashawn, and then what they did is basically the company, they have like a branch in Jamaica, or they flew out to Jamaica and they recorded Rashawn and Jermaine's part separately.
Okay.
And then they recorded my part separately, and then what they did is they edited his part into the video and like the intro and part of the music video to like make it feel like proper. So like, you know, I was sick. When I watched it back, I was like, no way. Like having Jermaine in the video is like, it's sick because like, it's just sick.
Oh, that's sick, man. So you spoken to him yourself and like, or was it like your manager sorted everything?
Yeah, my manager and team, they just sorted out everything. Like, they had like, they were on it. Like they were sending emails, doing all of this. It was just sick.
Sick.
That was lit, man. This is some good. This is some good wholesome content.
Yeah, for real.
I'm telling you, you're an impressive young man. You gotta keep doing your thing. So you're studying as well.
Were you studying?
College, I study IT, English language and media. I picked media mainly because of what I do now. It's like if that obviously like helps a lot. And then like right now in media we're studying music videos. They're like pick a music video to analyze. So
Pick it on.
obviously I had to pick Beautiful Day.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
And yeah, man. No, it's good because it complements what I'm doing. So like later on, I think it'll help me out big time.
Are you gonna bother with uni after college, or are you just gonna crack
Yeah,
on?
like no. Originally, my parents were mad on uni.
Of course.
Like they've seen how stressful and busy this gets. Like, and I wouldn't say I'm famous. I was like, if I get like 5 times more of a following, for example, imagine like the workload would be insane. Obviously, I'd love to go uni and I want to. However, like it depends on where I am at the time and what's going on, and maybe even doing something like an alternative, like maybe my dad even said maybe you should do an editing course, start one now, because that could be something that could seriously like start something else as well. Yeah. So yeah, it just all depends on like where we're at by that time.
Oh, they want to be giving you good advice about your music now?
Is it something that you're just doing, or do you hold the education as equally as important as the, like, obviously this is something that you kind of stumbled across now. Are you looking at it like, this is me, all eggs in one basket, I'm going forward, being big as I can, or is this a time being, enjoy it while it lasts, education is the most important thing, let me make sure I'm covered and I got something to fall back on, or whatever? Where's your head at with it? What are you thinking?
Like the way my head at is kind of similar to my parents. Like the reason I'm even in college, because like teachers have clocked my TikTok and they're like, why are you here? So like I was like, okay,
bad teachers.
Yeah, that's bad. That's bad.
Like I was like, I feel like obviously, like the same way my parents said, they said that I need like education as a like a
foundation.
Yeah, like because if something, like they were like, God willing it doesn't, but if something goes wrong, like where you won't really have anything else to go to because you dropped out of school, for example, and I was like, yeah, I agree. Like I feel like me being in college right now is even the best thing. Like, I need my education, and like balance isn't too hard. It's really no, let me not lie, it's hard because I have a lot going on right now as well. But like I just have to find it, and I just have to keep on pushing. And then obviously in terms of uni, in terms of college, I know I'm not dropping out. I'm staying there, getting all my stuff done, getting my grades and everything. But in terms of uni, like it just depends on how everything's looking, really. Like I really want to do it, but at the same time, like if things are looking certain ways, then obviously that's a something else that we'll have to.
So which girls have come out the woodwork from your college?
Girls
Trying to act brand new.
No comment. But nah, like it is. When you're actually working, you literally forget about girls, or maybe not forget, but like I don't know. You just become lazy with it. Like you don't
in the
really.
background, you don't really care.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah.
really like. With me, if it was before, I'd be like all over the place. But like now, I don't really care. Like I
Don't
care.
let them
but
call you a Nigerian demon as well. Like, we don't subscribe to that. We're
Yeah,
not,
like,
you know what I
bro,
mean? Don't.
I don't really. It's not my focus. Like I don't know. It's not like you get it. It's not-
Maggi.
yeah. If it happens, it happens. I don't force anything. I don't press anything. It's just so
Do
natural.
you?
But
Exactly.
Your parents have told you, giving you the talk, right? Sat you down and said, look, you're young. This particular period in your life is very important, right? Obviously, to pattern them up, obviously. So any girls that want to come and, put a bun in the oven and whatnot, you have to be mindful of that. I'm sure they've sat you down to talk about
Yeah,
that.
like, no, it is with me and like just people who I it's very easy for me to detect people who aren't like
Genuine.
Like it's
Sure.
it's very easy, bro.
Got discernment.
good, man. It's good
bro,
you got
it's
that from
very
early,
very
man. That's
easy.
good.
It's very easy, man.
It's good
like,
talent to have.
You
Yeah.
can because I've seen even with this music thing, the reason people say my story is like kind of different is because of how it started, and everyone was saying they were laughing, everyone was making fun of it, and they were like it was proper bad. And then one guy said, "What if Prince actually goes viral? What if Prince actually makes it? I would be dead." And then from that moment, that is when I started working hard. And then it was slowly happening. No one was talking, no one was saying too much. But now when there's like a lot of people like you get it talking about it, yeah, now a lot of people starting to call me, a lot of people starting to message me who before weren't on it, but now they're like a new person, they're my friend. That's an easy way to tell if they're fake. They'll just
Sometimes
switch
you
up.
gotta thank the haters, man.
Yeah, I always mention that in my songs, and even in my freestyles on TikTok. People will be hating in the comments. I'll use their hate comment to freestyle in the line, and I'll violate. I was it's funny. Nah.
Are you independent?
So basically, Peter Pan, yeah, kind of. Like Peter Pan got signed, but yeah, the thing is that I have management. And then the management got me a music lawyer, and then obviously my dad, who's how Africans dads are. They'll read that
book.
They'll read the terms and conditions 5 times
100%.
to make sure. Like the team I had around me were
Proper.
very, very, and I even they explained everything to me. I read through everything, and obviously there's a whole thing about label deals and all that stuff. So I didn't sign myself to the deal. It was just the song, and I made sure that obviously. Like, because at the time, my manager was like, "Oh, how much do you want to sell the song for?" I was like, "This is my first time. I don't have any idea how the prices work." So then he gave me a call, taught me through everything, taught me through how the numbers and the scaling works. And then obviously, music lawyer had a read through, gave a suggestion. My dad had a read through. Everyone talked, and then like the reason I feel like I'm just very fortunate is because like people usually sign deals, do it on their own, or they don't have like enough people who know what they're talking about, know what they're doing, so they end up getting trapped in these weird deals and weird stuff. So luckily for me, like I had people around me, and obviously like I'm just happy that everything
In this day and age, it's so different because obviously the labels have that machine there and they can do all the different things like that. But like kids coming up now, like a kid blowing 10 years ago is different to you, because you're self-sufficient. You got them platforms that. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, all them numbers on TikTok, your Instagram, your things, these moments that you're creating, these labels would love to be able to create them. They try and pay people and find people to create them. They can't do them. The things that you're doing for yourself is what they want. So when you're in a position of power like that, it's like, what are you going to give me for me to sign, brother? Like, I make all this money now from what I'm doing. I've got all these eyes on me. I can put my stuff out there, a press of a button to millions of people. You get me? And I've got my team here that's sorted out. How much you gonna give me for me to for me to step over there?
Yeah.
It's different now. You get me?
100%.
Like,
Because the label need you. You don't need the label. Right, as it stands right now, the way it sounds.
because like
you don't need the
even
label.
at the start, obviously I felt like it was a very good choice because my song was obviously doing somewhere, and the way the reason my case is different is because the music I make are samples, and basically in order for you to clear a sample,
Yeah,
you
you
need
gotta
to
get
pay.
that. Yeah.
So, and it's a lot of money, and that there's no like Peter Pan and Beautiful Day wouldn't have been able to get released without a label because they're both samples. The songs I have on Spotify are samples, but they're not cleared. So like literally they could get taken down at any time.
Yeah.
So like at the
cut
start,
that. It's live. We're playing.
So like, I mean, we can, but like, because there's a lot of people doing it right now anyway. So like, literally, I felt like with Peter Pan, it was like that was my first proper like hit, and obviously without a label, I wouldn't be able to release it because it's a sample.
What kind of numbers are we talking about for clearing the samples?
50K. It's a lot. So like, yeah, that apparently I think, but yeah, it's a lot of money, and obviously I didn't have that nowhere near that, so it was good.
But even so, with the numbers that you got on, I was around someone the other day that book influencers and content creators for TikTok things. Yeah, the kind of numbers that you got on TikTok, I know the kind of money you can command for one video post. You know, like one post.
Well, help him. Let's see if it is that's what he's getting currently. See some numbers.
What from?
Let's see if it is his team is on point. He might have to hire you. Go on.
What posting? I've seen in this week I've seen people 25 bags, one post and that. Less followers than you.
25K. Is it on TikTok?
With brands and that. One post, story thing. You know what the wickedest thing?
Sorry.
I'm gonna try and connect some dots. Yeah. I'm gonna push your socials over to someone and see if there's anything they could do for you, because there's probably some money there.
There's definitely money there,
man.
And I'll just take my little percentage.
What are you getting so far?
Don't ask me money. Don't pocket watch him.
I'm not pocket watching. This is educational.
It's not as much as that per post.
This
It's
is what I'm
nowhere
saying.
near.
This is
Nowhere
what
near.
I'm saying.
But like, yeah, like, nah, they're trying, but it's not.
You're 18 right now, right?
Money. Yeah, I'm 18. Yeah.
It's very good.
No, it's a different, and that's what's inspired me. And I realize now, because obviously I'm a dinosaur, I'm getting it, and I've known anyway, but now it's time to pull my finger out, because nothing don't matter apart from these numbers and that. Like, nothing don't matter. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, so if you ain't got them, you ain't got them. You get me? So even me, I'm on a number drive. You get me? Like, maybe we should make a TikTok, post me.
like my, there is that I'm very similar to him, because like, I don't know, like my happiness depends on the numbers. I don't know how to describe it. Like if my posts aren't, I've always been like this. If my, like when I get 1 million views now, I don't jump all over the place. It's like, okay, cool. I've set the that's the standard.
That's the standard. That million ain't nothing.
I don't. I'm not gassed and like if I make a sick video and it does bad, it's just it's demotivating. But obviously, I just post the next day and I think of another thing. I keep posting. That's why I'm like, I feel like I'm here, because if I got demotivated every time my videos did bad, like I did before, I wouldn't be here. Like literally, I need to just keep on posting, keep on finding ideas. I go on my For You page. I find people who also make music, and I literally like, because TikTok, all it is literally taking people's ideas and remixing it, making it your own, changing some aspects of it. Literally, they're all the same ideas. They're just taking other aspects and change certain things. TikTok is like it's like a recreative app where you just that's it. And then,
all right, you said something very salient just now, and I thought it was kind of troubling. Right? Hear me out. You said your happiness is based on the numbers. At 18.
No, do you know what it is? I have like, because where I want to be, because it was in terms of the uni thing. Yeah. So literally, like, I don't know. I feel like obviously people could. I just feel like I have such a high standard of myself that my body naturally naturally reacts in a certain way because of obviously where I want to be, and also like just me having high standards. I want to make sure that everything is high quality. Like literally every song I release, I try and make each one better than the one I put before. So it's not solely based. It's not completely just solely based on numbers, but like a lot of it is, because that's kind of like my main thing that I'm doing. And obviously like I want to make sure that I'm doing it to extremely high standard. It's just like in school, if you do an exam, you get a bad grade, you're not happy, innit? You're not happy. So like obviously I feel like it's very similar, because I said there's a balance, and like it works same. There's like stuff that are like parallels, innit? And like kind of those two are very similar parallels in a sense. Like if my TikTok isn't doing well, my body naturally isn't happy. I can't force, you know what isn't there.
It's the algorithms, man.
So you can't go back now.
Like,
you can't. The happiness is a different measure to you now. You can't. You probably can. In fact, let me change the question. Outside of this TikTok pursuit or YouTube pursuit or social media pursuit, where do you find happiness, or what brings you happiness?
Parents, friends, because I also get a lot of joy in helping other people. So like literally, I gatekeep, but I don't really.
That's important.
Like literally, if my friends need something, I help them out. And if it's doing well, I remember I helped my friend out with a TikTok. They asked me for hashtags. I helped them with the hashtags. The video did well. Like it went viral, and then I was happy because I was like, oh, like I did that, like or like you're doing well, and I'm happy for you because obviously I even encouraged them to start TikToks. They did it, and each of them are like doing really well. So that gives me happiness seeing other people doing well as well. So like it's not as if like it's not the end of the world obviously for TikTok if my stuff doesn't do well. But like obviously now if it doesn't do well it's not that deep. But before where I only had TikTok to rely on, my only platform, if that did bad I was upset. But now if TikTok does bad, I just post on YouTube. If YouTube does bad, I just post on Instagram. If Instagram does bad, I have all these platforms actually taken off. Whereas before I had only TikTok, so it's just like.
I mean, it can be negative. It could also be a positive if he's got the strength of mind to use it as a motivation factor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? So if that's the standards that he sets for himself, so every time I don't meet them, it keeps me, forces me to push to go there, then that's a good motivation technique. If it's not getting you down in the dumps too low when it's not doing. If rather than you're just sitting moaning at yourself and just feeling sorry about yourself, if that's not the response, if the response is no, I'm gonna look in the mirror, I'm gonna be better, I'm gonna go harder, I'm gonna do more, then that's good.
Literally with me, like when a video does bad, maybe before I would have been sulking, but now when a video does bad, I take that video, I rewatch it, I have a look at what I possibly think I could have done better, what I possibly think I could have edited and changed to make it better overall. And then my next video, I make sure that it's better than the one I did before. Literally, I'm when it comes to videos, I know how easy it is to fall off, for example. I know how I've seen it happen, and obviously I don't want to be one of them.
Yeah, of course.
So my scare was originally being a one-hit wonder, and then I made 2, and then I made 3, and I was like, okay, now all it is content. Like your songs are good, you just need content that matches the quality of the music you're making. And obviously, like now, when I don't really make I wouldn't say I make bad videos. It's just algorithm now. It's just, I post it and let's see how people respond to it. I've done everything I need to do. And then obviously if it doesn't do well, I take the video, I have a look at it, I analyze it. I literally ask my sister, like, or my mum, what do you think of this video? An outside perspective. And I also, like, before I post that, I watch it from an outside perspective as well. I'm like, would I watch this video? How far would I watch it until I swipe up? Because every 3 seconds is a view on TikTok. So the first 3 seconds is like your most important. So I'm like, okay, where would I swipe off? If I swipe off my own video, that's a problem. So I make sure that it's something that I would want to watch myself.
Yeah, I love the math mechanics behind it, and the fact that it is that you're speaking so fluently about you knowing how it works is very good. Your manager, how did you source him? Is that your virgin?
Nah. So like literally, when I started TikTok, I was doing open verses. There was a Glad You Came by Lils. It's a song called Glad You Came by Lils.
Okay,
everyone was memeing it at the time. It goes, the sun goes down, my zoot comes up.
Yeah.
And then everyone was memeing it at the time. But it was going viral.
Yeah.
Similar. And then I was like, everyone in my school was like, and I was like, guys, like this, like he's young, first of all. He's like 16. And the song is getting millions. Right now it's on like 58 million. And everyone was memeing it. And I was like, guys, this is hard. Like, and then he'd had an open verse. I hopped on it. He commented and I was like, whoa, this is sick. And then I dropped Die Young, which was my first like song. And it did really well. And all my friends in this group on Snapchat, because we had a little artist group where we all talk. And they were like, bro, you see this guy that always comments on Lils' videos? I think that's his manager. I swear, everyone he manages goes viral. Like, he had Zai Zai. You might know Zai Zai. He's made... He made...
we have a ZZ in the comment section, but I don't know.
Yeah, like Zai Zai, he's proper big. And then Lils. And then, yeah, like... And what happened was I messaged him and then he said, okay, like send me some more songs. Then he didn't respond. I think he was watching me over time. So he stayed there. This is how I knew like he was legit. He stayed there. The second Peter Pan came up, it was like, bro, your song has popped up in like the Sony algorithm. Like it's popped up on the machine. And I was like, and he was like, the email was like Sony off. And I was like, I showed it to my mom. I ran. I was like, Mom, look at this. She was like, wait, just wait now. Don't get, because with me, I get my hopes really high and then they get broken. So obviously I maintain like I feel like that's what centered my personality a lot now. I don't get gassed until I see the results actually in place. Like I don't get my hopes high because I know how quickly things can change. So like, yeah, from there, he started managing me, started helping me out, started like helping me with content, helping me with getting contacts and connections and building connections. And yeah, from there, he's just been helping me. And
that's
yeah,
it.
man.
Just quickly, the open verse here, is that when they got their songs and they leave the gap in the instrumental and people come on live and just do their own thing on the song?
It's like a duet. It's like a duet. And
Got that double screen.
yeah, I was literally doing freestyles on TikTok live, popping up on people's For You page. And then I was doing open verses at the same time. And then I was also making freestyle videos on TikTok. And yeah, just all that stuff. I was just like, just trying to see, you know. And the thing is, I was new to rapping. I never knew how to rap a year ago. What I knew how to do was sing, because obviously church choirs.
Of course.
There was a new choir called Every Child a Musician, ECAM. I used to sing there. So obviously I had singing, but I saw people rapping and I wanted to rap. And the thing with TikTok is that I feel like, first of all, the way TikTok works is that they, in terms of viewer retention and everything, they just prefer singing. Like if you're singing, I don't know, it's much more appreciated on TikTok than rapping is. But if you can do both, that's a skill now. So I was like, okay, like let me learn how to rap as well. What I do is I get this random word generator every time I slept, click generate, freestyle, sleep, wake up, freestyle. Yeah.
So your freestyles are like proper freestyle, like off the top of the head. Okay.
Yeah, I can appreciate that, man.
If it's good.
I can appreciate. Yeah,
I think people that
if you give me a beat now, I'll do
I
one.
can appreciate. Hey,
You serious?
Give him a beat, man.
My guy.
When's gonna
Come
source a
on.
beat for you?
people that freestyle off the top of the head, I hold them to a different standard.
Yeah, 100%.
So if I know it's off the top of the head, I'm not as it's more even something that someone might listen and think that's not good. I'm saying that's amazing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? That
Different appreciation.
yeah.
What, do you need a type of beat though, or you don't mind?
I mean, I don't mind, but I prefer. Like,
No, sorry.
my bad.
You ask for the beat, now you gonna get it. You got this, man. Tap into it in the night.
How old are your parents? Because you're young.
My mum is like 40 to 40 something,
So you even know.
50 something, and my dad is like 63.
You don't know, basically.
How many siblings do you have?
I have
Jake doesn't know. Yeah.
4 siblings, 3 older, 1 younger.
All right.
So I'm the only boy.
Oh wow.
They're all, yeah.
Have they become your best friends too?
Yeah.
No hate.
I said, yeah.
Yeah.
When you put that love conversion in the house.
Nah, yeah, man.
All right, while he's looking for that beat,
Yeah.
who do you listen to? Music wise, what's on your Spotify? Who do you like?
I listen to every genre.
Yeah.
Literally everything. But when I'm trying to replicate something for TikTok, I will listen to that artist over and over again. People said, everyone keeps saying, when I sing, I sound like Giveon.
Okay.
So that's what I did is I got Giveon up and I started listening to him after they said that, kept on spamming it. So now it's like in my brain. So if I'm to make a Giveon type song, I will make it in it. And like with Central C, he's like one of the biggest UK rappers. So obviously, like when I'm trying to make a song in the kind of UK niche, like he's one of the best people to listen to, as well as Dave and everyone else. So like, I feel
just their style and their rhyming patterns just work for TikTok.
Yeah.
Like, their man will be going viral normal. It's just a whole different.
It is, you know.
It's just a whole
completely
different.
I was about to ask you about like performing, because obviously in our time you have to go do shows and things of that nature, right?
Yeah.
What about now? Do you like perform, go and do shows and stuff?
So like, basically, I had one show with Lils in Cardiff. That was my first one, and then I haven't had any since then. But in April, like the whole thing is full of shows, and what I'm hoping is that like it'll be my first like proper one since then, because that wasn't my show. It was kind of his, and then I was on it as well.
Okay.
Like this will be my first show, and what I'm hoping is that I leave a good impression, so that I'm performing at my best, so that I get like, because all these shows talk to each other. If you miss one show, these shows know. So if you do well and you're selling out shows, I didn't even put like, it's mad. I didn't even put nothing on my Instagram story about shows or anything really. I didn't put anything there. And when I went live on TikTok, they were like, see you at there, see you at here. I'm like, bro, how do you know? I didn't say anything. I haven't. So it's mad, like, to think that I actually like have a fan base now. It's crazy.
Sick,
you know,
Yeah,
like, a year ago I'd be laughing. I'd be laughing if you told me I'd be performing a year ago. I'd actually be laughing.
Do you have any? Say, who would you want to collab with ideally if you could make some music with someone?
Essentially, or Dave. Them two are like, I hold them in like high regard.
No, you're sick. And he's saying this, it's not because that's his guys who he looks up to, he thinks are the coldest in the world. It's because he knows that's where he's going to get the craziest viral moment on his TikTok from. That's what it is.
Yeah, like, and also like they're just known for how, like, what they do. Yeah. Like Dave, skill wise. Sench is more
like your thing's methodical. It's not you're not just out here doing stuff. Like you know what's going on.
Literally. But I made a second account, pretended it was a fan account, started posting about me getting caught lacking. It's me. It's me. It's me. and the reflection, it's the reflection on my, like, they don't know it's me. They think it's a fan account, but it's actually me. Kind of like, but all these videos, what they're doing secretly is they're putting my name and brand out there. They're putting my face out there, and at the end of the day, my face is the thing that like matters the most. And the more I get my face out, like I feel like the reason my dad was very interested in the label isn't because of money. Obviously, he doesn't want to get cheated, but it was more about the exposure, because they will take you to like. Obviously, you can do stuff by yourself, but a label kind of just boosts what you can already do.
Yeah, that machine's different.
And, exactly. Like my dad was like, "This is your first song, so ideally we just want your face out there. You're getting money for this. That's cool. Obviously, like with the label, like they'll just boost what you're doing. All these Snapchat ads you see, that's again boosting your face. Literally shows boosting your face. Like all this stuff is like, yeah. So honestly."
Good look, man.
Sick.
All right, let's play a couple to see which one you kind of want.
What made you pick this verse?
I know.
You gotta put it down.
Wouldn't you give something more his age range?
Yeah, man.
Sounds like something from the 70s.
Give me a Kanye West type beat or something. Give me a Kanye West type beat.
Brent does not want you to flow today.
Nah, bro, what I said I can freestyle to anything, but obviously like there's like a
Throwing them haymakers, bro.
hey, give me Kanye West type beat. You'll hear something out of a movie or something.
Okay.
Ooh, I'll use this one. Actually,
Let me hear the drop.
Yeah, let's hear the drop.
Oh, you lost me.
I was saying, I think there's got to be something coming after this one.
Please.
No, I was there. I thought this was going to be cold.
Oh, wait, please, it might still be.
What? India? Did you make this yourself, Brett? What?
You know when a man's playing baseball and then throwing the ball, the curveball, hitting you with the curveball and all that, bro.
Oh, God.
Yeah, throw curveballs.
Brent's on back. You know what? I'm going to quit this. I'm going to quit this mission.
Brent's on banner.
I'm quitting this mission.
Brent's on banner. You're on banner to this store.
Oh, man.
Kanye West type beat.
Yeah, just do that. Why can't you just type that?
I don't know
on
what you're
YouTube?
typing in. What's he typing in for real?
I'm on a rebellious thing now. See, it's
Okay.
let me go to YouTube and type in
Bare beats on YouTube as well, you know. You know,
Man
there's beats on
said
YouTube, bro.
Chinese zombie apocalypse.
Hey, yeah.
So your best friend, is it somebody that has been there from day one?
Well, my best friend.
Yeah.
I don't really have a best friend.
Yeah, you don't keep them like that?
Nah, I feel like I'm friends with everyone. It's just about the levels. It's just low or high. It's just, I don't really have a best friend.
As long as you ain't got a bunch of yes men around you.
Yeah, nah.
That's
Like if
important.
my music is, this is what I literally tell them to tell me if my music's bad. If I'm making something that's bad, obviously, me personally, I'm gonna claim I don't make bad music because
course.
I'm at a stage where like I have such high standards on myself. I know when bad, I hear bad music when I hear it. So literally, they will let me know as well, like if it's bad and there's something I need to change. I always ask for opinions, critique. I take it all on board. I edit stuff if I need to. Then when I get home, like they're not. Like,
You have a girlfriend?
The silence was
nah,
crazy.
I don't. I don't.
Silence was crazy.
I just told you. I just said earlier that I don't have time. I don't have time like that. If I had a girlfriend, I wouldn't be saying that. I wouldn't have said that statement.
Have people pigeonholed you into a guy who likes Christian stuff? And when are you going to basically bust out that particular mold and start doing?
You know what? I was talking
Lil
about this
Nas
the
X
other day.
stuff.
NF is a rapper. Do you know NF? Huge.
No, I don't.
National Front.
He's a Christian rapper. No one
Did you
knows.
say
But
national
guess how many?
front? No.
Guess how many monthly listeners he has? 20 million.
Oh, is it?
He has 2 billion streams. The thing is,
A lot.
with the reason so I mentioned God in my songs, but I've told my parents and everyone I'm not gonna transition into a Christian rapper because I'm a Christian rapper, but I'm not a Christian rapper.
Yeah, I hear you.
So like, when you have the label of Christian rapper on you, it's like it removes you from mainstream.
Like
First of
Moxie.
all, yeah, it removes you from mainstream. So like, and because it lowers your thing. If you're talking about God as a whole, that's mad. Like that's where everyone,
Yeah.
But if your songs are solely Christian songs, and if you keep making them, the reason it boxes you in is because now everyone has an expectation that you'll keep on making Christian songs,
Yeah.
and all of your songs are going to be Christian, and you don't want to be boxed in. And it's basically like the public becomes a label.
That's crazy.
Like you'll get restricted in terms of what you can make because people have this expectation of you based off your first song.
Ain't there a genre for that Christian? I forgot what it's called.
Gospel.
No. There's something else. No. That's not. No. What gospel rap? That's what I'm talking about. There's something else.
Sorry.
There's another name for it, man. These guys are dick. There's another name for it, but I can't remember what it's called. I don't even know. Someone said Christian drill or something crazy because I remember this guy called Isaac, and he kind of put me onto it, and I heard of a little bit, and it kind of sounded like just what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say gully, but it obviously gully in terms of like them talking about God and Christianity, but it was just literally Christianity based. So, but it's not gospel. That's not what
Like
I'm on
Christian hip hop.
kind of, yeah, like, and the
need a-
beats kind of
Gotta
like,
get a charger for this place.
the beats are hard as well. If
Because
that
like,
makes sense.
I was saying, if I'm gonna like do religious rap, I want it to be like Stormzy did. Like Stormzy's not a Christian rapper, but he's done songs that mention God, and you've seen like the feedback on those ones are insanely high in comparison because the fan base behind Christian rap is very high. But when the fan base behind just people rapping about God is very high. But when you completely transition and solely box yourself into that, like the reason no one's heard of NF despite how big he is because he started off with Christian rap. And even though he's tried to escape the box, he hasn't completely because people don't talk about him outside of the internet. And that's the problem with Christian rappers. No one talks about them outside of the internet. And if I'm trying to like become like proper like commercialized, I'll say I want to be like commercial. So like I want to be by commercial I just mean international, not just in the UK. That's why I've like made songs that are like all these different genres because I don't want to just box myself into the UK because with the UK you can only go so far, which is why Central C did the Doja song in America and he did the LA Lakers freestyle in America because he's trying to transition.
Yeah, but I just put on the Indian music and you didn't want it.
Yeah, but that's like, bro, you were
Sound like Bangra.
You can tell him he was tripping.
All right, so I've got a Kanye West beat, yeah?
yeah.
Let's see if this
Okay.
is palatable.
This beat's a bit slow.
Well, this shit ain't tripping. Gotta take it to church, Kanye.
It's very slow though.
Nothing works for you, yeah?
In his fairness,
Slow.
in Brent's fairness,
Slow.
he didn't know what this was before he played it, did he?
I didn't.
Yeah, no.
All right, let's try another one. Seeing as this isn't enough.
Yeah, you got another one.
Everyone's saying he and op. Everyone's saying he and op in the comments, man.
So whilst Brent's finding that, what's your next single like? And after that, you plan an EP,
So like
LP?
my next single, I don't want it to be a sample. I want it to be just
Okay.
original song because obviously samples are good. The reason I've done samples is to get my fan base up because I've seen that it's been popping.
Yeah.
And I did it to get my, but it's like another box as well. And if I make another song that's normal, that's not a sample, that's just me, and I become the sample instead. And like literally I could use the same formulas I was doing before except I become the sample. So now everyone's not saying, because with samples they're not really original, so like I was deep in it. They are, but they're not at the same time. You're using another person's sample. If I'm able to do a sample that's not a sample and that goes viral, that's when I start like hitting the big like leap. I mean, my man, if he was here, he'd say you've already hit it, but I'm like, if I make an original song that's literally me, like I can just continue doing that. And
When
there's-
you make an original song.
Time
Yeah.
is just time. Do you care about where the beat comes from, or do you gonna make that yourself as well?
like I don't really care whether I just get my beats from YouTube.
Yeah.
I don't I mix and master myself, but I don't make beats. Like the next thing I want to learn how to do is make beats. Because imagine I could just make beats on command. I could make what I want to use. Because on YouTube you're just hearing.
Self-sufficient. If you was making beats, yeah, with you the rapping and your TikTok and your viral formula that you got, if you just sitting in your yard being able to make beats, you'd be.
I don't need. Yeah,
You'd
even
be,
now.
you'd be unstoppable.
Now,
Now-
how you moving as formulaic as it is that you are, you should literally befriend somebody, cut them in, knowing full well that anything that you guys get, he's taking a percentage, and you will have untold, fresh, royalty-free music to Bantu.
Yeah, literally, the aim now is royalty free, and literally getting people to custom make the beats. I'm gonna learn because I learn how to mix and master, and I feel like me making a beat, me learning how to make beats is such a huge step. Imagine I just told people I make all my music myself, I produce all of my music myself, I direct all of my music myself, I promote it all myself, and I do it all myself, because the only reason I needed a label was to push my music to the next level. But I've made 3 songs with over 1 million streams by myself, and I feel like that just told me that I can do it on my own as well. 100%. So like literally, like I want to be at a stage where I'm just self-sufficient, and I feel like I'm at that stage already, but I want to like.
No, trust me, you're doing super dope.
Yeah, man.
Obviously. So I'm gonna we'll start to round this up. I'm mindful that you've got places to be.
Yeah.
Man's still got college.
No, it's not. I got that at like that's
What, the
later.
Okay, we'll pause
That's
that
like
quickly.
1:30,
Wait for that because and you still got a freestyle. I just want to round up one more last question. So obviously, you're getting fame and that of TikTok. Fame you've been compensated monetarily. You've been earning good money off it. Yeah. What's the tell me something you've splurged on since your new success. Something you've splurged on. What's your?
I got a new microphone.
Oh my god.
Okay. I don't like that response.
I know what you guys were saying. So that's why I said microphone.
I like that. I like that.
I mean, how much was it?
It was 400. But
£400.
It's being very.
That's not splurging. You could spend a racks if you wanted to.
He's
He's being responsible,
And
man.
it's good. It's good.
Okay.
What
It's being.
microphone is
It's,
it?
80-20. It's Audio Technica, but it's being very weird. So I'm gonna send it back, and then I'm gonna get a Newman. Like they have that in every single studio, you know of it. They have it in every single studio I go to. Just there.
Come on, man.
I don't know what one, but
you're gonna go a long way, man. All them thousands and thousands of pounds. And I asked him what he splurged on. He said a £400 microphone.
Good mindset.
like I don't.
You're gonna be all right.
Oh, I'm very stingy with my money. Like I don't buy something unless I know or I think I'm going to make my money back from it, and I know that it will help me with that process. Like what I'm buying will help me with the process of making my money back. So I'll be making profit off the actual thing. So that's
cool.
the way. Yeah.
All right, cool. Now Brent's gonna find this beat for you, and then you're gonna freestyle, and then I've got the last 2 questions for you. That we give that all, I guess.
I could just suggest one.
Yeah, please.
Yes,
That would be nice.
do that.
There's one called Ascension.
All right.
This one is Ascension by Producer X.
Is it a Kanye type beat?
Yes.
Kanye type beat, Ascension. Let's do
This
that.
one is.
This would be no messing up here. This would be directly straight
Because
to
it's
the
one
beat.
that he's prepared earlier.
Here's one I prepared earlier.
This is why it is that he was ribbing on all the other beats, because he knew he was leading me here.
Okay.
Right. I don't know why you just didn't send me the link.
Nah, it's just.
Yeah, it's all
there. It's there. Yeah. You'll thank me later when you hear it. I'm not gonna say anything. It's just I'll let the beat talk.
Okay.
Then I'll talk.
Man said John Legend type beat, you know.
Someone said Resident Evil.
Okay.
I like how you guys are looking cook. Then let mine cook.
As I travel down this road.
I look in the mirror, I see an image of someone who's going through heaven and hell. But I got G.O.D. by my side to the day I die, and I say farewell to this evil world. I sense a spirit leading me to my final destination. I hope it's a ticket to heaven. If not, someone explain. I don't want to see Mumsy cry no more. I don't want to see tears of pain. I don't want to see Mumsy work so hard at the dawn of night for the smallest change. A loved one, nah, I don't want to see her weep in vain. Lord, take me in. Look, I'll be on a level where even the devil is scared of me. I got some enemies, but it's so cool. They tryna drain all my energy, now they're in memory. I had to use all the hate to find out my identity. I keep a humble, give thanks to the Lord cause he's blessing me. With G.O.D, I'm a YIC, youngest in charge. I don't really say too much, but I went to war, got a purple heart. I'm not living it small, I'm making it big and I'm doing it large. Freestyle off the top of the dome. Listen, my heart's been frozen gold. Origami, how I flip and I fold. I'ma just steal his phone. No, I don't need that. Look, I go to church every day, so I'm not selling my soul. I feel like I'm up in a hierarchy. I do as I'm told.
Perfect.
I was never an instigator. Mathematical equations, I'm gonna pull out my calculator. Yeah. I'm going insane, like Naruto, I've been feeling this pain. Goku, I'm moving super sane. I'm wearing one piece, but I got my chain over here. Montclair, where? I was buying up cars, I'ma use that pen, right on go compare. Look, look, listen, they want me to use the word camera up in my rap. This is a freestyle, tell the truth, I don't do cap, They wanna talk about me, wait till I drop a diss track, Look, he want me to use the day after up in a rap, that's insane, feeling suicidal, I told him stick 10 up in my brain, wait, what am I saying, sorry, I'm keeping it clean, I felt like Martin Luther King, I swear I had that dream, I'ma make it big in this industry,
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right, E-Man was pointing at things.
Yeah.
He was pointing at things and telling him to
freestyle.
freestyle.
Well done, man.
And he was doing
And
this
he's
too.
doing it, man.
He was doing it.
Tried.
Well done, man.
I'm trying.
Round of applause. Created history, man. It's the first freestyle on TDA, boy.
Yeah.
You did that. Last few questions that we give to every guest, yeah? Last two, actually. Tell us something nobody knows about you.
Apart from family, innit?
Okay, go.
That's all right. You put it in.
Like to the outside, it seems like I talk a lot to people, but I'm actually like very introverted on my own as well. Like I like privacy as well. I feel like privacy is just very like everyone likes. I don't know how to describe it, but like I'm extroverted but introverted.
I can relate to that.
So like literally, I can be extroverted, but then when I want to be introverted, I'm introverted and I just focus on myself. And I don't mind me being on my ones. It doesn't really affect me. Like, yeah, I think that's something people know, but they don't know.
All right, then. And, I mean, you ain't had long, but what's the biggest life lesson you can take or you can give people or something profound?
Like, I will even talk based on my experience. Like, literally, is to not get lazy and complacent. And it works with everything because, like, if you're like, let's say for another person, if they have a job they don't like, something might happen where they get lazy, they lose the job completely, or they work hard and out of nowhere they get a promotion. Like, you never know what happens. And with my music, if I'm to use that as an example, like, if I get lazy and complacent, someone will come and take my place. Like, there's no like, I wouldn't say there's space for people who are lazy and complacent. TikTok rewards people who work hard and people who are striving to be their best. And like, I feel like that's the reason that I've been motivated to keep on going, because I know I've seen people like fall off. I've actually seen it happen, and I don't want to be one of
100%.
them. I want to be different, and obviously I'm willing to work as hard as I need to in order to like get to a place where, like, you know, I want to be.
Amazing.
I love that, man.
What age did you stop getting licks? What age did you stop getting beats? When would you like to stop getting beats?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't get beats.
You mentioned
I
that.
don't get beats.
When would you like to stop?
You mentioned that you're the YNIC, right? Have you ever?
YIC.
Yeah, I did the N, right? Have you ever lost your mind and reminded your father you're the YNIC? Obviously, young nigga in charge.
Have I lost my mind? And told
Yeah. Did you slip up sometime, like, and you like, look at him and say, "I'm paying the mortgage now"? He's supposed to talk to me.
No. Youngest in charge. Nah. When I said that, I meant like, just look.
Don't mind me.
I meant like, yeah, we're taking over the scene. That's what I hope, at least. Like, and you know, I'm pushing every day to make sure that happens. So
You're a wholesome young man. Brother.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself, man. Thanks for coming through, man. It's been a dope interview. I actually I learned a lot.
For real.
I learned a lot about you. I learned a lot about the industry, about TikTok, about how it's come along and the things that these people have at their fingertips and their advantages and the best way to use it. And anybody out there listening, I think they would have got a lot from you just with your mindset and your work ethic. Yeah. You get me? And that was dope, man. Thanks for coming. It's been amazing, man. Make some noise for Prinz, man.
Socials.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, just quickly. Let them know where to find you, how on the socials and thing.
yeah, it's just TikTok, Prinz Music, and everywhere Prinz Music. And that's it.
Prinz, Prinz.
Prinz Music, yeah?
Music.
Shout out to your manager as well.
Yeah, shouts out to
100%,
management.
man.
Shout out to management.
This was a big look, man. If you got any tips for me on the TikTok management, just shout at me.
Nah, message you still. Message.
Yeah.
I had 25k first, and I was like, yeah, it's time.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna talk. We're definitely gonna talk. So, you can stay with us for a little bit for the rest of the show. Not for the rest of it, but as long as you can. What time are you leaving? You don't have to go now. You can chill with us for a bit.
Yeah, I can.
All right, cool. Let's get into more headlines. No. In the deck it says
Because we
headlines.
flipped it.
Yeah, but you gotta give me the heads up, man. Sorry, I meant Walker joke. People.
All right, we're gonna do a quick Walker joke. Yeah, Prince. Basically, this is a segment. Yeah, where I basically put something out there, and basically after hearing it, you guys decide if you think this is actually there's some truth to this. This could be something like that's woke, or this is just a bag of nonsense, and this is a joke thing. Yeah, cool. So the first thing I want to talk about, the only thing I want to talk about is, in fact, I want to start here. Prince obviously is a Christian, and I think this is a very apt Walker joke. I'm going to read this, yeah? So this is from the book of Revelations, chapter 13, right? Verse 16. And it says, "It also forced all people, great and small, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on their right hands or on their foreheads, so that they could not buy or sell unless they had the mark, which is the name of the beast or the number of its name. This calls for wisdom. Let the person who has insight calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. That number is 666.
Damn.
I'm gonna start there. Obviously, over the years, you may have heard about people thinking, "Oh, we're getting to that time where people are going to be injected with chips and stuff, right? All that type of stuff." Recently, we kind of touched on it, but recently, William Hague, Tony Blair coming out talking about digital IDs and how we all need these digital IDs. Do you feel like this is the first few kind of steps?
Or is this the mark of the beast?
Is this the mark of the beast? Are we getting there?
I'm with it. I'm on board with this one.
Okay.
I'm on board with this one.
What do you mean you're on board?
This is woke. This
As
is
in you think
woke.
it's real, yeah.
This is facts. They spoke about it. They prophesized it. This is the mark of that's going to be the mark of the beast. They started it with the they were trying to get you to do digital vaccine passes
Yep.
in your arms and all that. You know what I'm trying to say? That so this is
they're subtly doing it already.
exactly. See the rollout. They tried to make it a cashless society already. Yeah. So once you make it a cashless society, yeah, and all you need is your card, yeah. We always want to make things more smaller, more rare. Once you get too small, the card's not even viable to roll with because you're going to lose it. Simple. Just slap it right there in your wrist. And then once you put it in your wrist and it's got your money and your bank details, just for convenience, why not have your national insurance number?
Everything's there now, innit?
You
There you
pick
go.
your pot. What are we doing there? Do you know what I'm trying to say? This is what they want to do.
100% correct. Because again, this ID system, yeah, what they're saying is they want basically it will act as like a digital wallet, yeah, that will allow citizens to prove not only who they are, but also their right to live and work in the UK.
Wow.
Their age, ownership of a driving license, credentials issued by other authorities, educational, vocational qualifications, all of that on that particular thing.
Yeah. This is stay woke, man.
Here's the important,
Stay woke,
here's an
people.
important question. Are you getting it?
So what?
If they're trying to roll it out, that means they're implying that they want everyone here to get it done, right? So if you don't get it, what's the implications?
Like Revelation says, man, you ain't gonna be able to buy or sell.
So what are we saying? Is the revolution starting soon?
I don't know if I necessarily need it. I'll wait last. You see what it is, yeah? With that stuff, yeah, it's just the optics of it. So when we do this stuff, even with everything that I said, I'm gonna just walk back everything I said, yeah. It's just the optics of it, yeah, and we don't like how it looks, yeah. All that convenience being in one place and the chip on your arm just sounds all crazy, yeah. But the reality is, yeah, that's not gonna give them any more means to locate us and find us. We've got all of it. We walk around with our phones in our pocket, with a geo mapping, with our card, and everything that they want, they've got already.
Yeah.
So it's just we're just gonna give it an image now and put it in there, but it's here already. It's there already.
So you're basically saying you're getting it.
No, I'm saying it doesn't make too much difference. I'm saying I'll do like with the vaccine thing. I'll go last. I don't mind going last. Like if the world changes, yeah, and it's more convenient and everybody's doing it and this is the point, and just get to the point that this is where it's at and this is what's going on, then maybe I could be it, but I'll be last. It's like I said with the vaccine. I said I don't mind getting the vaccine, but I'm gonna be last. And everyone in the world ain't got it yet.
Yeah.
So that's why I ain't got it. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I'll go last.
Nah, I'm not. I'll be honest with you. I'm standing with the rebels in this one, bro.
I heard that. I like that.
I'm on the front line thing because when everything starts, look, there's no way. Because even Elon Musk was talking about the whole chip in the back of the ear and pumping music directly to your brain and all that. What, my guy? What are you?
Even people were saying Elon Musk is a clone as well.
Yeah, they're saying he's a villain or a bad guy. Just like, I'm sorry, a villain or a good guy. I'm not doing it. I refuse. I'm sorry, but this is definitely woke.
Okay.
100%.
What do you think, Prince?
Yeah, well,
Okay.
I'm a spectator from the sidelines. So,
If it was dependent on you logging into your TikTok,
Woo! Pressure!
I'll go back to my gaming.
That's a good answer. That's a good answer.
it's a good answer for real. All right, man. I think that was an easy one. Woke.
Yeah, it's definitely woke, man. Stay woke, man.
Woke, man.
Revolution's
100%.
being televised. Oh, is that the right thing? That's not right, is it? Was that the
Yeah, the
right thing?
revolution will be
Revolution.
televised,
Yeah, the revolution will be televised. Yeah.
But that's not the revolution we want, is it?
Not necessarily, but
Oh, okay. All right, then. Is it headlines now, then?
Yep. Cool. All right, so our next headline is takes us to Jamaica actually. So the Jamaica Fire Brigade reports that human action is largely responsible for these fires through burning of garbage, clearing of land for planting, and careless disposal of lit cigarette butts. Data from the JFB, which is the Jamaica Fire Brigade, shows that there have been 1,968 bushfires so far. During active burning, ash and contaminants settle on streams, lakes, and water reservoirs. Vegetation that holds soil in place and retains water is burned away, and rainstorms flush vast quantities of ash, sediment, nutrients, and contaminants into streams, rivers, and downstream reservoirs. The absence of vegetation near the watersheds also creates conditions leading to erosion and flooding and other negative environmental impacts. Clark also noted that the bushfires are affecting rivers that are largely served by the Blue Mountains and the Juan de Bolas mountain. I'm pretty sure I got that pronunciation wrong. Next headline takes us to Nigeria, where the Ogun State governor, Dapo Abiodun, has approved a 50 million naira revolving loan for members of the Nigeria Automobile Technician and Association, the NATA in the state. The governor announced the loan approval during an interactive session with members of the association in Abeokuta on Wednesday. He said, "Your chairman told me that you want me to make an arrangement for you that will allow you to borrow money to trade. I've told your chairman that the issue of the loan is a done deal. By the grace of God, you can see that I was looking at my phone because I had made an arrangement for that loan, and I'm just waiting to see the alert so I can know if your chairman has received the alert." The governor, while acknowledging the contributions of the members of the association to the economic development of the society, disclosed that no economy can survive without mechanics. He thanked them for supporting the presidential candidate of the APC with their votes during the last presidential and National Assembly elections, urging them to go out to educate their family members on the need to vote for him for the continued prosperity of the state. And the last headline is about Succession star Brian Cox, and he's come out and pretty much said, well, he's criticised the Duchess for entering the royal family, Meghan Markle, with an expectation that she and Prince Harry could cut themselves off from the established system. Furthermore, the actor, who had previously pushed for the abolition of the monarchy, reiterated that the traditional entity is not viable and doesn't make any sense. Mr. Cox, addressing the ongoing controversy surrounding Megxit, claimed that while people think there's an innocence about the Sussexes, he believes Meghan was fully aware that she was inserting herself into a long-standing system. Despite criticising Meghan for seemingly disrupting the royal system, Mr. Cox added, "In my opinion, we shouldn't have a monarchy. It's not viable. It doesn't make any sense." And the last headline, which seems to be like some breaking news, and this is basically TikTok is expected to be banned from UK government phones.
Phones?
Yes.
Oh, mate.
I wish you could have a camera on his face.
Yeah, I know.
I wish.
Nah, you'd be a rat, man.
I think you should sit down for 5 more minutes. Hear the news.
You'd
Listen.
be a rat, man.
That's not his audience base anyway. That is alright.
You'd be a rat, man. You'd be a rat, man.
No, but Prince, remember the key word here is
VPN, I'm gonna use VPN.
I'm not surprised they're banning it, though. I'm not surprised because obviously in China, their algorithms are different to here.
Yeah.
I know.
Actually, let me sit down. I have a story in it. Basically, right? Basically, I'll be good. I'll tell you what happened. My TikTok account, I was playing Fortnite. This is how I got the TikTok account. And a friend decided to give me their account. So basically, I was playing Fortnite and I was interested in transitioning to music. So my friend gave me their account and it had like followers on it already, but it was very inactive. So I revived it. Basically, for some weird reason, I can't access Creator Fund and all the tools there. So I asked my manager to look into it because he knows someone who works at TikTok. They checked my account and it turns out my TikTok account is actually an Australian account, not a
You're
UK
right,
account.
You're right, man. You're good.
So I should be fine.
You're fine.
And like, people are saying maybe that's why your algorithm's so good because like Australia's huge and like it might be a case and apparently they can't fix it. They can't change
the one
your
in Asia
location
and is different to the one in here in America. The one in here in America is to dumb people down, where in Asia it's like people that do maths and
So what should I do? Make one of my Australian friends set up a TikTok for me over there and then give me the login details?
Potentially.
Yeah, maybe.
Potentially.
'Cause I'm not sure if that's helping me or not, but people are saying it is.
Definitely helped.
I don't know. Yeah, well, I should be fine. I was scared.
I might make a new TikTok. I ain't posting that. I ain't posting that anyway. So
yeah, nah, try still.
But also, remember, TikTok's expected to be banned from UK government phones.
Oh,
yes.
Okay, yeah. Oh.
Government phones.
I'm an MP now.
All right.
I know we're good. Now we're good.
All right, man. Take care. Thanks again for coming.
See you, Smooth.
Okay. Yes, like I said, breaking news: TikTok is expected to be banned from UK government phones later today. Cabinet Office Minister Oliver Dowden will make a statement to Parliament this afternoon on the security of government devices. We spoke about this happening in America, innit? Where the White House pretty much banned TikTok from all government phones as well. So yeah, man, the Chinese-owned video sharing app has been under increasing scrutiny of its security and data privacy, with concerns it could be used to promote pro-Beijing views or gather user data, something that TikTok is obviously strongly denying. But the EU Commission and more than half of US states and Congress have already introduced a ban over concerns around potential cyber attacks. Rishi Sunak has hinted at following suit, saying the UK will look at what our allies are doing. Yeah, man. They're coming for TikTok, guys. But anyway.
No, I'm not surprised.
I left it too late to get involved.
Yeah, way too late.
But yeah, that's it for the headlines.
All right, what are we into now? Reaction. Welcome to the reaction, people. Your favourite part of the show. Even though our topic of the day was kind of reactiony. Don't know why we should have just moved it till last. But then again, we wouldn't be going home. So yesterday we had few Prem games. Brighton Hove Albion beat Crystal Palace 1-0.
Yeah.
And Brentford beat bottom of the league Southampton 2-0. Ivan Toney keeping up the wonderful scoring form.
Come on.
Wonder if he betting on himself to score.
You're rude. You're rude.
I don't know. Also, Champions League was playing yesterday. Napoli beat Frankfurt 3-0 and Real Madrid beat Liverpool 1-0. So Liverpool are out of the competition.
Out.
6-2 on aggregate. They got done. It was a hard ask. It was going to be a tool.
They were never going over there to score 3 goals. I just didn't see it.
Well, it was always going to be a tough man to climb, and it wasn't expected. But I would, even though it didn't happen, I'll stand on it, man. If anybody was going to do it, it would be Liverpool, the European night. But they couldn't get it done. Unlucky wastemen.
I'm glad that.
Tonight we've got Europa League. So only things that we're going to talk about, the only games we're going to talk about are the only ones that matters. And Real Betis are going to be hosting Manchester United. We kick off at 10-6, I believe.
The early one, isn't it?
Yeah, so that'd be cool. I get to watch that today.
You reckon they're going to change it up a bit?
I don't know. I see him saying he needs his best players. He's going to start Casemiro and Bruno, and they're one card away from a ban, from a suspension. So
No point playing them, man.
it don't get. I don't think it gets rescinded. I don't think it's going to pass. Like, it's going to stay with him for the rest of the tournament.
Okay.
So maybe if they get the yellow card now and then miss the next game, that's better than if it comes later on and they have to miss a final or semis. I don't know.
Yeah, but we don't know what the next game is anyway.
Yeah, but even still, it's better. I don't know.
I don't think you need. Personally, I'm not playing neither of them. I'll leave on the bench. Worst case scenario.
Casemiro banned for 4 games. He's not playing in domestic cup, so he's definitely going to play. He needs to play. But yeah, that's it. And then obviously Arsenal are hosting Sporting Lisbon. I think that was 2-2. Nah, I thought it was gonna. Well, I knew it was gonna be a tough game, and they came back from behind to equalise it. So then,
I'm sure a lot of Arsenal fans thought they'll walk it though.
They should deal with them at home. To be quite honest with you.
Oh, it's that
The
Emirates.
opportunity to take an advantage of the tie was when they was at home and they couldn't see it through. You get me? So, with going keeping with the rest of the season, Arsenal should deal with them
I think so. Yeah.
pretty comfortably, if I'm honest with you. But we'll see. If not,
Good game.
if not, then reaction tomorrow. I mean, tomorrow will be fun. Right,
So
bro?
you'll be jumping for dread tomorrow.
Yeah, it'll be good. And I
Champagne
think
popping.
that's all we've got for reaction. Let's get into Out Ere. I think said that.
How could he say someone?
No, I didn't look at the name. I didn't look at the
But the
raw.
picture's there.
I know, but I didn't look at I didn't look at the name. I didn't look at the picture. Sorry.
We're all
That's
his
all right.
Australian friends, man. I love Australians. I've got a few Australian friends.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah, you love them too.
This guy, you know. I'm tired of you, you know that, innit?
But I bet you are.
I'm tired of you still.
It's early.
Exactly. Exactly that.
All right, cool. So our last Out Ere is going to be short as sweet. I was going through this and I saw the headline and I pressed it. I'm like, what in the great white Britain is going on here?
That's a great word, you know.
These people are crazy. So a man, robbed a brother at knife point, at a cash point, knife point. He's run up on him, knife to the throat, run my money, run the money, pussy. That's what he's telling him. Scottish shoot, Try believe, Try believe. What do you think the response was when my man ran up on the person and said, put the knife to his neck and said, "Give me your money, pussy."
Can I guess?
What-
Can I guess?
Yeah, I want you to guess.
He's gonna say there's no money in the bank.
That's what you think it was.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just guessing. No?
Do you want to know what the response was?
No.
Shall I
wait.
tell you what the response
Can I
was?
have another guess?
Go on, one more time.
I just got robbed.
No. Shall I tell you what the response was?
Go.
So I'm going to set the scene. You're there. You go to cash point. You put your money in. You go to take the money out.
Yeah.
You feel a knife pushed up against your neck. Yeah. And you hear a voice says, "Run the money, pussy." This person's response was, "Are you serious? Do you know who this is?" I said, "Hey, Dad, what are you doing?"
No way.
Are you an idiot? I said, "Dad, are you a fool? Man, are you mad?"
No way.
Brother, man try to rob his ute
No way.
at the cash point.
He didn't know.
Brother,
No. He didn't know. No way. He didn't know.
Killy.
He didn't know.
It was he come up from him from behind. He just felt the knife in his neck here, but he heard his dad's voice.
He knew
He
straight
said, "Are
away.
you fucking stupid, Dad?"
Damn mad that is. No.
I'll be livid.
No.
I'll go mad. So this is what you're doing when you're outside the house.
This
is what you're doing in your spare time.
These times you left to go work and all that.
Bro. I'll go bonkers.
No.
That is so dumb. That is so dumb. I haven't even read any further to see how it developed or anything. I don't know what happened.
So, this could be like, you know how they say like an inside job, right? Obviously, the father knows this guy has money, right? But the guy doesn't want to break him off any piece, right? So he puts a mask on and whatnot, and he makes the mistake of actually
Of
saying
using the
it.
voice.
Yeah. But this could literally be, "I know it's you, nigga."
Oh,
That's why I'm there.
It's premeditated.
That's what I'm saying.
It's premeditated, isn't it? He probably saw you going through your bank app, and saw like $5,000 in there. Oh, you got 5,000 in there right now.
Could do with some of that.
I said, okay. Oh shit, this nigga gonna get got. Hey, it had to be you, son.
Man went up on his own
I hate it had to
kid,
be
you
you,
know.
bro.
That's rough.
You try run up on the son, man. That is funny. I don't know. I would have to keep reading to find out if the son snitched or if anybody got arrested or anything. But I got to that point and I read enough. I felt the world needed to hear this. I just wanted to share it with you. I don't know what's happened, man. I'm gonna have to
See how much you got from him?
Yeah, I wonder how much you.
How much did you take of him?
£10.
No way.
£10.
What,
Oh, we got 26 months. Did he go jail?
So he snitched on his dad.
See? You see?
Wait, he stood up in court and
He
said it
ain't
was
friends.
him.
No, one
They're
sec.
not friends.
The son fled the scene and told his family members about the incident before alerting the police. The robber was subsequently arrested later on and confessed to his crimes. I didn't know it was him at the cash machine. If I,
That's
he got 26 months.
They're not virgins.
They are not. Yeah.
I don't know if this is living, Dad. I should have read it more through, but I got excited. This is sick though. It's still sick either way. Hey, don't be rubbing your youths out there, man.
That's crazy.
All right, cool. Let's get into our outro.
£10, yeah.
Tenner. All right, so that's it, man. That's the end of another day. A day before my favorite day. You know what it is, man. You have been great today. Big up everybody that's been in the building. You get me? Special host. Shouts out our special guest. Shouts out Prinz. Interesting interview. Definitely didn't know what to expect walking into that.
It was a good interview, man.
Yeah,
I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, man.
Get me?
happy for
So
him, man.
yeah, big up him. Don't forget me on TikTok.
Yeah, he definitely got one or two ideas that you can share with man for TikTok because you know, like this whole generation is different, man.
Yeah, I just want to earn.
He said,
Yeah.
don't forget him.
Huh?
Remember he said he's going to message you with that plug.
Yeah, no, I've already messaged my person and
There
asked
you
him
go.
to check his socials and see what his engagement's like to see what the value is. I don't, you know me, I don't play games. You know, I'm a serious man. You get me? So if there's anything there to be done, I'll do it. But yeah, man, you know the routine, man. You see us tomorrow morning, man. Full ass?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Full ass, man. We're there, man. So you look after yourself, man. Stay dangerous.
Peace.
Love.